Fuck the Oscars, you know? Fuck the Oscars! Fuck you!
The movies, the internet stuff is so violent. It's so incredible.
I see worried about it just because the consumption of these violent video games has been going up continuously since the early 90s, and yet youth violence has been going down.
If you look at juvenile crime statistics, which have gone down dramatically over the past 15 years, it really doesn't seem to bear what the American pediatric
You can pick up guns, knives. You can now choose to punch, kick, headbutt people, stab them.
And we're live this Thursday night. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tuned In Live. I'm here with my co-host, Mike. What's going on, man?
Oh, watching President Trump on TV.
Yeah, you're watching the man. What's he saying?
I'm just watching the shit I missed earlier from 2 hours ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know our shoddy fucking governor up here is supposed to make some announcements tomorrow about something. I was like, yeah.
I'm shutting the whole fucking state down.
Yeah, I'm shutting down the protest too. Yeah, that's what I
is there
asked on.
protest in Maryland?
Oh, yeah?
No, I said, is there protest in Maryland?
Yeah, they had a
No
couple.
shit, I didn't hear about this.
They had a couple last week in Annapolis, a couple peaceful protests, and the news was like, where's the prize? Nobody got arrested. It was a peaceful Of course, people in this country have the right to a peaceful protest. Like,
Oh, this is fine.
a lot of people don't even understand the United States Constitution as well as they think they do. You know, you have the right to a peaceful protest. Now, if it gets as far as a riot, yeah, you're gonna be fucking locked up and charged. You know, that's like with the that Freddie Gray. That's like the Freddie Gray bullshit back in 2013 in Baltimore. They all thought they had their rights when what they were doing, but it gave everybody an excuse to just fucking tear shit apart, you know, fucking break buildings, burn buildings, flip police cars, damage police cars. Like, they thought they were fucking... I'm like, do even half of you motherfuckers even know who Freddie Gray really is personally, you know? Like, it just gave them something to bitch about at that time. They're like, oh, you know, a black man died in police custody. You know, we need to do this, we need to do that. Like, none of you motherfuckers knew who the fuck he was. Like, he was arrested in charge. Well, he was supposed to be arrested in charge for illegally selling something on the street. I think it was like cigarettes or something. And,
Cigars.
yeah. And the thing is, he had just supposedly got out of the hospital, I think a few days before that, and his doctor told him, don't do anything at all, you know, stay home, bed rest, all that good stuff. But he didn't. Mm-hmm. You know, he went out and did his thing, and of course, he ended up getting charged for it, you know, illegally selling stuff on the street. And of course, you know, what you don't see, you know, from the news, you don't see what truly happens. You just see the aftermath. You see the police cuff him and pick him up and throw him into the back of the paddy wagon, and then the story changed too. So there was one prisoner that was in that paddy wagon at the time of Freddie Gray, and he said Freddie Gray wasn't restrained to the seat. Now that's the fault of, you know, the officers that put him in the paddy wagon. They didn't strap him down properly. So they didn't strap him down, but this guy was saying that he was flinging himself into the walls of, you know, the back of the truck. So he was flailing himself against the wall, supposedly. That's what the guy was saying. And then his story suddenly changed, like, oh yeah, the driver he was driving very aggressively, you know, he was flinging him all. It was like, bullshit. You know, what made you tell your story?
The paddy wagon, buddy, gave you away, buddy.
Mm-hmm. So more likely, the guy got paid off, you know, to change the story, and then that's what they went by, you know. And then, of course, you know, the whole riot thing happens. You know, everybody was wrong. Even the one idiot. Okay, there was one idiot. Yeah, I was about to say.
Hey, remember that one guy that Anderson Cooper found that his mother found him on TV and shit? He got his ass beat on TV.
Oh, yeah! Yeah. I remember that. He was in a downtown protest, and his mom came down there and whooped his ass. Yeah, I remember that shit. She was like, this is not how I raised my son. I was like, that's how all mothers should be. I don't care if you're...
It was hilarious.
I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whatever. Everybody should have a mother like that. That is how you're supposed to be raised. You know, like these kids today, they're raised by the streets. You know, they go by what their buddies are doing.
Everything the media tells them.
Yeah, that's true.
Much.
So that woman was a hero right there. But then you got...
That one was hilarious. Fuck, somebody got to give her fucking a medal of honor.
I think they did. I think they gave her something. I forgot what it was. But
that was hilarious though.
But yeah,
I remember seeing that like a couple years ago.
Exactly.
Mother goes out there. He's running for his life, but he's not afraid of police. He's, I'm tough for the police. And here comes his mom coming out of that fucking police. Let her through.
But then there was that kid, that ignorant kid that got arrested and charged. There was a group that set this building on fire in Baltimore, and the firefighters were trying real hard to put it out. And this little punk, this little thug motherfucker, he ended up cutting the fire hose, and he got charged with that.
I heard about that.
He got charged for it. I was like, good. That motherfucker, I would give that motherfucker 10 to life for shit like that. You know, like you all cause this fire, and you're like, nah, let that motherfucker burn, and you cut the fire hose. You know, you got firefighters.
You cut that shit, you getting a big ass fine.
Yeah,
go hang
you got firefighters trying to fight a fire, save lives, save properties, buildings, and you got this little bastard who cuts the fire hose. You know, that's trying to put it out. Like, yeah, I would put that son of a bitch under fucking jail. Like, look, I'm not racist, but these motherfuckers. I mean, this was a fucking primitive thing that these people did. You know, they tore the fuck out of Baltimore. That's why all the tourism in Baltimore, like, it went downhill. You know, forget visiting the Inner Harbor, the Science Center, the National Aquarium, all that stuff. There was even there was
that baseball up there at Camden Yard side.
Yeah, it was rough fun. There was a racetrack that went through there for a couple of years. I think it was a Formula One racetrack they had up there to bring in revenue into the city. And they shut down so many streets to build this track. And I remember it too. They had it 2 years in a row, and they were going to bring it back for another year. But then when this whole thing went down, they said, nope, we're done with that. Yeah, you live downtown. Yeah, I know. It was scary too, because I was at work and I was worried about my family, because, you know, we're living like 10 minutes away from that shit, and these motherfuckers are moving south. You know, they were fucking Cherry Hill. They were in Brooklyn, you know, bashing out windows on Patapsco Avenue. Like, this shit was fucking scary. I'm worrying about my family, and it's working its way down Ritchie Highway, and I'm calling home. I say, look, lock the doors, watch out the windows, call the police if you need to, because it sounds like this shit it's coming south. Because I'm hearing it all over the fucking news. I was watching, I was listening to, I was either listening to talk radio at the time, because I was at work and I was driving around, and they were just talking about it in the news, like, and I was even reading about it on Facebook and shit. I'm like, this is fucking scary. That this is people.
That's when everybody's rioting, even downtown Hagerstown, and all that shit about that Freddie Gray shit, thinking everybody's racist, beating up the cars and shit. I remember all that.
It was insane. Like, but shit like that, that's when you need a police force, a heavy police force to just go in.
Oh, that's when National Guard was kicked in.
Yes. And at the time, okay, I know the shit I say about Hogan now because of this whole fucking virus outbreak and all. But at that point in time, I will.
Hogan didn't give a damn.
Oh, he did. He was the one that called in National Guard.
He's the only one that only did that because he knew election year was coming up. That's why. That's all that bullshit is.
Possibly, yeah. I know the mayor at the time. What the fuck was her name? She got charged.
Mayor, she got arrested and charged.
Well, it wasn't her. It wasn't Fitzhughes. There was somebody before her. I forgot who it was. And
it was that girl. It was a girl.
No, Fitzhughes came in after her. Sheila Dixon.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, it was Dixon. Thanks, hon. It was Sheila Dixon. She wanted them all to just write it out. She said, I don't want any task force or anything to come in. I want them to just let it, blow off steam. I'm like, you want these criminals, they're now considered criminals. You want these criminals to vandalize all of Baltimore over a fucking thing like this. It's something that, you know, okay.
That's the person who I'm thinking of now. Because I thought the lady that was charged was arrested and charged, and she had to step down and resign. And then there's some other dude that came.
That was after Sheila Dixon. Sheila Dixon went through all that, and then the girl you're talking about, Fitzhugh, or whatever the fuck her name is, she came in after Dixon, but then when she had that book deal, now she's going to prison for it. I forgot.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
So Dixon wanted, you know, she just wanted everybody to wear themselves down. I'm like, they're not going to wear themselves down. You know what's going to happen? These motherfuckers are going to tear the fuck out of Baltimore. You're going to lose lots of money.
Shit up.
Yeah, I know. You lost a lot of fucking money, a lot of revenue, a lot of business. And they did. And Baltimore is still in shambles to this day because of the crime.
Is Uno still down there by the harbor?
What's that?
Uno, the Chicago pizza place?
I don't even know. I don't even get down to the harbor, really.
I don't go that far.
Nah. I know.
By the way, I got good news and bad news on this. I've been looking at the bottom screen. Fox
Go ahead.
Live. Supposedly, this virus likes the cold, but it hates the fucking warmth. So apparently, Maryland and above's kind of screwed it till fucking June and July.
Well, yeah, because and that's what I've been saying. I've been saying that.
But here's the worst news. They're thinking it's going to come back in the fall.
I don't believe that. The only way that
if it does. Hey, look, this is the way how like we talk, and I know I'm bringing this up, but it's not really COVID-19 stuff a whole lot. But the thing is, if it does come back in the fall, guess what? Get that other stimulus check, bring back America. Trump got a second term.
Well, here's the thing.
Simple.
With this virus, and I have been saying it ever since I talked to this guy's a buddy of mine. He's from Nigeria. He's a cab driver. And
really? Cool.
We were talking about it, and he said the virus is like any virus that attacks you doesn't like heat. That's why, like, when people get a virus, you know, you get the fever and all, and you feed that fever sugar, hydrate yourself, whatever. Like I went over before, you know, it kills off a virus faster. So let's say it starts to warm up. All right. Now you got a chance to take action. You got a chance to take action. Test people. Get a vaccine or something out there for people to take. That way, you got people that are healing from this thing. You can get people in there to clean up stores, shelves, whatever. Get everything disinfected, whatever. Get everything taken care of. It's not going to come back. I mean, look at it right now. On a metal surface, the virus can last up to 3 days. So this virus is going to dissipate itself come June or July. And once it's gone, it's gone. Just like all the other viruses we had in the past. Like, did SARS last a year? Did Ebola last a year? Did H1N1 last a year? Like,
well, you figure as long as this thing's going, it's a pandemic until it's gone.
Well, the thing is, that's what the Democrats want you to believe.
Well, it's not just that, and it's not just Democrats, Mike. Remember, until they give the final phase, which, you know, Maryland's going to take a long time because it takes a long time for Maryland to heat up. But then it's going to get cold right back again. So it's like you're kind of in a 12 to 18 month, like they said about vaccine. But they're doing vaccines. They're doing whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, they're doing something right now rapidly.
They're doing a hydrochloroquine with and without the antibiotic or whatever other medicine's supposed to go with it.
Yeah.
And so far, it looks like with is more successful with them with the out.
Mm-hmm.
See, they've already tested. From what I just looked on Fox News here on YouTube, they just said Vice President Pence said they just did 4.93 million American testing.
Yep.
So that's about 5 out of 330 million. You figure what's that? It's 325,000 still good survivability rate.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, so they're actually doing something now.
But the thing is, you know, I kind of agree with Georgia to a point that they should just open up the tattoo spas and all that, okay? Dude, I don't understand why we're not doing like what Sweden's doing.
What's Sweden
That's one
doing?
thing. They're keeping the elderly people that are more to get it inside until the people that don't show the symptoms or anything, let them go do their stuff, but all the businesses are open, supposedly.
If it's with an
I think that's not a bad
antibiotic, is
idea.
it a virus? Okay, Melly said, if it's with an antibiotic, is it a virus then? Well,
think it is.
didn't Lycan say something about antibiotics a while back? How they don't really treat
Yeah.
viruses, something like that.
Yeah. Some do, some don't.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'm just
it's
looking
worth
at
a
this
try.
thing now about the thing here says if the surface at 18, temperature 75, 70, 75, humidity 20%, solar none, half-life is 18 hours. Surface 75 to 80% humidity, 6 hours. Surface 95 degrees and 80%, none, 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Surface to 75 to 70 degrees, 80% summertime, 2 minutes in the air. Surface in the air. So it looks like if it's more of a summertime thing, it has like less than 2 minutes to survive.
It's going to kill it all faster. Once summertime hits, it's going to die off. The only way it's going to come back is if the wet markets, if China is still doing the same shit over there that they were this past winter. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't know if it's with bats. I don't know if it was something that was made in the lab, because there's two stories going back and forth. But whatever it is, somebody needs to step on fucking China's doorstep and kick some fucking ass. You know, say, look, you're all to fault for this fucking shit. You know, somebody needs to step in.
They're not letting no inspectors in there right now.
Yeah, no, it's too fucking deadly.
That's the problem.
You know what you do?
That's the problem. No, it's not even that.
You know what you do? Get yourself a couple. Get yourself a couple big fucking nukes, and nuke fucking China.
Yeah, then you have Russia and Iran after us after that. They don't even know where the fuck Kim Jong-un is right now.
Well, the thing is, you know, I've heard this too before about China and Russia being, you know, in cahoots with each other. But I'm like, look, people are dying worldwide, and it all started in fucking China. But then again, I mean, who knows? The Russians could always use that shit, germ warfare. You know, they can go attack us with this shit.
Right.
You never know. But yeah, Kim Jong-un.
I heard he's in real bad shape, but they don't know where the fuck he's at.
I heard, well, they're being hush-hush about it. Last I heard, he was in a hospital. He had surgery or something, and he was on his he's supposedly on his deathbed.
Yeah, but me and my mother was talking about this. Who's going to take over next? I said, the sister. We don't even know how the sister is.
Yeah, who knows? Well, at least he ain't going to be firing missiles for a while.
The sister could be just as crazy.
Yeah, true.
We don't know it. We don't even know nothing about the sister. Well, I think they do. They might be in talks with her. I don't know, but they're really keeping hush hush right now.
Yeah, they will until we hear.
I think there's something more to that.
Yeah, watch them blame Trump for it.
I'm pretty sure.
Mel said, "Well, she is a woman." You never know. It could be fucking. What's his name? It could be fucking Ray Finkel in disguise over there or some shit.
So let me ask you this, Mike.
Yeah.
Have you watched the movie Waco yet?
Waco?
Waco.
Nah.
The event that happened back in '93 with David Koresh.
Nah, I forgot all about that actually.
That's actually, I'm telling you what, if you have not watched the series on it, it's really, really fucking good.
Is that on Netflix?
Yes, it is. It's on there right now. It's top 10 ranked.
All right, I'll check that out later on.
It's only 6 episodes. And the thing about it, man, is if you look at that and you look at today's society, you're like, holy fuck, man. We are a fucking military fucking state in the sense of watching. I'm not going to give nothing really away, but
yeah,
watch it. Just the first 2 episodes, you'd be like, holy fuck, man.
Okay. Hey, there's Tim over there on Twitch. He's like, dumb bitch. Yeah, what, Kim Jong-un's sister? I was wondering what you were doing, Tim. You're over there on Twitch. You ain't going to cut? What, we too good for you? You can't come over here with us? It's No Topic Thursday, so you can come over. You can bring your Pee Wee Hermans and your Wee Wee Hermans and all that shit.
But, yeah. I mean, it's a really good fucking series to watch. I mean, I watched it twice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how good. And I usually watch like Narcos, the fucking Mexico, and the one Pablo Escobar, Cali Cartel. I watch that shit. That's pretty good shit too to watch.
Ricardo Montalban. Oh, speaking of which, here's some random for you. So, Mel came over today. her and her daughter Avery. She came over today. She's a really cute girl. She was a real adorable little girl. I adore her real much.
I told her to make sure she starts doing pranks in her head.
She probably will. So we went to Walmart today, and we were looking for a parking spot. And I seen this old guy. He was just looking at us. He was loading up fucking shit in his car. He was just looking at us, and he was like, I was like, hey, look, there's Ricardo Montalban. Motherfucker looked just like that. What am I looking at? Fallout 76. I sent a picture of Fallout 76 to my buddy.
DLC for it or some bullshit.
I was playing it earlier, so
I stream live on it tonight or something.
I mean, I could maybe after the podcast and after I get paid in the bed, because I got on it earlier. So after Mel went home and I got on the game with James, we started playing PUBG. We played a couple games of that until he got into a miraculous explosion. As soon as Facebook lets me upload and comment, I'm gonna upload it on here. It was a miraculous explosion. I don't know how he pulled it off. He hit a bump. He started rolling, and then like the bottom of the car met with the fence pole, and he was just boom. And he hit it at fucking full force.
Oh god.
And then we switched to we're switching over to Bless. We were playing this game Bless Online. It's an MMO RPG like World of Warcraft, but picture as like Dark Souls mixed with World of Warcraft. That's pretty much it. Without the Dark Souls difficulty, of course. And it's on PC, it's on Xbox. I don't know if it hit PS4. You could probably check. It's free to play. So we were playing on there for maybe about 30 minutes or so. And everybody in the chat kept talking about one of the missions at the very beginning of the game being glitched. Like, it was glitching XP, and people were getting banned for it. So I'm like, okay, I wonder what this is all about. So I go back to the start town that you start in when you first start the game, and I'm like, okay, I don't even know where this fucking Wolf King shit is, you know? I was looking for it, but I was like, okay. So between that and eating something else, I had something to eat earlier too, and I went to go use these teleporters. You discover teleporters in the game that teleport you from one point to the other. So I went to teleport, and the game just kicked me out. It was like I lost all connection to server. I was like, what the fuck? So I tried getting back in, wouldn't let me back in. So I had to reboot the game twice. Still wouldn't let me back in. What it was, the area that I was in had a massive glitch, and it banned people over the rank of 10. It banned them for 15 minutes. I was like, fuck!
That's a bug and a half.
And James's wife was on there with me too, and she was like, Mike, you got yourself banned. Why? She's like, now we can't play with you. I'm like, I was just walking around. She's like, what did we tell you about going up there? I was like, I just came up to walk around. And then James was reading on the Twitter for it, and he's like, yeah, anybody that's over 10, level 10 is not allowed up there. They're getting banned for 15 minutes. I was like, all I was doing was walking around. And she was like, well, you're banned from there. And I was like, well, let's say I go back in 15 minutes, and it still starts me at that same point where I'm trying to teleport out. Is it going to ban me again for another 15 minutes? So I said, fuck it. So I went over to something else, and since they wanted us all to play together, we got on Fallout 76. I miss playing the fuck out of that. I haven't played it in a year, and they
finally fixed all the bugs and shit after that?
No. They put the Wastelanders DLC out for it, which gives you more missions. They add better NPCs in there, which I guess are the AI. So that system's a little better. You still got the glitches in there, which I love. Fallout, that's one of the main reasons I play Fallout is for the fucking glitches. Because I went down to where where James's house was, and I was just looking around in there. I was like, "Yep, looks just as good." And I'm just saying there, hopping around from like bench to bench to bench and shit because he's got benches set up along the wall. I end up getting stuck in between his fucking his kitchen set and his wall. I got stuck in his wall for like 5 minutes, jumping around. I was like, I'm stuck in the wall. And he was like, "Oh, I guess that's what you get for jumping in my house."
Right, scavenger.
Yep. So we're fucking just jumping around, and I was in tears. I was like, God, I missed this game. I'm glad they didn't change this shit.
Yeah, until you get pissed off and the fucking enemies are like 300 times harder than you, and you're like, you son of a bitch.
I know. Well, it ended where, okay, we were just going around. We picked up a couple things for this new quest for the DLC, and we started doing that. And then, because I was playing with James, his wife, Nikki, and her friend, and we were in a group of 4. The 2 girls were down at James's camp. And me and James were still up somewhere doing something. And they were like, this random guy is attacking your house. And he's like, what? And they're like, yeah, he just come up, he dropped something for us, and then he just started attacking your house. So I was like, okay, let's get him. So I went down there, he was gone. And they were like, okay, well, where'd he go? So we're looking all over the map, for where he's at. And like, oh, he's over here on the west side. I was like, okay, I'll meet you all over there then. So we get over there and we trap him in a bar. Motherfucker has pacifist mode turned on. What pacifist mode is, nobody can attack you.
Kill him.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're in pacifist mode, you fucking pussy. I'm sitting there swinging him. He's just fucking, dancing around back and forth, and he goes outside. So we follow him outside too. So he's out there jumping around and shit, and then he starts firing on us. So he turned the mode off. I was like, okay, he turned it off. Get him. So he shot down both the girls. I go and take 2 whacks at him. He fucking shoots me. Then he shoots James down, starts stealing our shit, and then he turned pacifist mode back on. I was like, you fucking pussy. Where's your cap at? I'm going to fucking destroy that. But that game was...
So far we go, boys.
It's just so much fun. And we were playing that right before I started the stream because they were getting ready to get off and go to bed anyway.
Man, they need to bring out Diablo 4. That shit needs to hurry up.
I know. I'm waiting for that too. Let me look up something here because you said Ron was playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah, he bought it for his PC.
He probably pre-ordered it.
Check it out on Amazon. I know they had something about Cyberpunk on PS4, Xbox One.
It's delayed till September. I'm looking at it right now. The official Cyberpunk 2077 release date is September 17th, 2020. That means there's not long left to wait until we're able to explore the seedy underbelly. We already passed the original date of April 16th. But
well, check Amazon. It's got to be on Amazon because that's where he said he was got it.
He probably pre-ordered it from Amazon, so he ain't gonna get it until September.
Lucky buddy.
Yeah, I would keep an eye on certain things that he says at times. PS4, right?
Yeah, I know he got it for his PC.
PS4 is September 17th.
And what about PC?
It doesn't have anything on PC. Let me see.
That's where he...
Let's see. The World of Cyberpunk. That's a book. The World Cyberpunk Deluxe. Let's see. Is this the game? No, that's just a book. PC version, September 17th.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not. Okay,
he pre-ordered it.
Ordered it.
Yeah, he's not going to get it till then.
Damn. I was like, damn it.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you told me that, I was like, nah.
Look that shit up real quick, man. I can't wait for Diablo 4 though. I want to see the end of the story because it left off with that girl.
I don't know if they received anything.
No, I think it's that little girl that was Diablo's daughter. I think that's the next big ass enemy.
I thought that was what's his name? The guy at the beginning. What the fuck is his name you save?
The old guy, you saved him, but he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, now I gotta enter my fucking birth date. God damn it! Fuck this website. Okay. I'm entering the dungeon of Doom 4. Watch the cinematic. I don't watch the cinematic. Alright, so far you got the Barbarian, Sorceress, and Druid. Looks like there's... Okay, so there looks like there's going to be room for at least 2 or 3 more characters, but that's what's on here right now. This is the official Diablo 4.
I want the Necroma guy.
Oh, Necromancer? Yeah, he was pretty cool in 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one... yeah, so far it's just they got a gameplay demo of it. I know they canceled... I think they canceled QuakeCon this year because of all this, so if any announcements of it comes up, it's going to be during the summer at least. So
they better bring out Star Trek Discovery out here soon because I'm getting fucking bored watching over and over.
What is that supposed to be? DLC for Star Trek Online?
No, it's not DLC. It's actually the season 3 of Discovery.
Oh, okay, the show. Okay.
I was supposed to come out this summer, but until fucking Corona had to pay us a visit, fucking everything out.
Yeah, I know. All these good movies are getting pushed back. Like they
pushed back because of jackass fucking viruses.
What was the recent one that just pushed back? I forgot. I just seen it.
Top Gun.
Yeah, Top Gun got pushed back. There was something else that got pushed back. I think I shared it on Twitter.
No,
Twitter. Let me go over here and see. I just shared it too. Where the fuck is it? I was just looking at it the other day. Oh well, I'll figure it out. Oh, I'll figure it out when it comes up. Oh, here's another one. I don't know if you've seen this. Call of Duty Vietnam may be the title of this year's game.
Really?
Finally. They said
fucking time.
Supposedly there's there's something in the war mode or something that hints to Vietnam. Let me go ahead and read this.
Oh yeah, read that, dude. I want to hear about that. That's true. I'm buying that.
Yeah. As if typical of this time of year, rumors have been swirling about the next Call of Duty game in the franchise. Activision has been especially secretive about this year's entry, allegedly due to some behind-the-scenes drama, but the general consensus is that the game will be developed by Treyarch. Of course, Treyarch does the Black Ops games.
Yep.
Considering this, many have assumed the next title may be Black Ops 5 or a Black Ops reboot, but apparently the game may actually be titled Call of Duty Vietnam instead. This comes from Jason Schreier, formerly of Kotaku, who is one of the most reliable sources when it comes to the insider video game industry knowledge. While interacting with people on Twitter, Schreier stated that he heard the title Call of Duty Vietnam thrown around a couple times, and that as far as he knows, the game will still technically be part of the Black Ops series. However, Schreier made it a point to clarify that he is not completely sure about this, and that since he is not a COD person, he doesn't know what it really means to be a Black Ops game. Schreier...
We gotta go back to the first one then.
Yep. Schreier added that he doesn't think Call of Duty Vietnam is a reboot, as was previously reported. In any case, his Twitter statements line up with recent rumors about the game, which claim to be Call of Duty Vietnam, will be set during the Cold War and will be set in the Black Ops universe, even if it doesn't have the Black Ops subtitle.
That kind of does make sense, though.
Yeah, it does.
It kind of does, because the first one kind of left a little bit of piece of Vietnam and the Cold War.
It does, yeah, especially with, what was his name in Black Ops?
The Russian guy.
Yeah, because Price was Modern Warfare, so I forgot what the other guy was.
The Russian guy, hey, let's go to get into this.
So let's see. Of course, assuming that the reports of Call of Duty Vietnam are accurate and that the game is still due out in 2020, there has been concern that Call of Duty 2020 could be delayed due to the ongoing coronavirus outbreak. But fans will have to take the wait and sit. Well, I guess in a way it's good they could wait it out for the next entry, because I'd rather enjoy Modern Warfare a little bit more. Because to me...
Yeah, but here's the thing that's getting kind of boring about Modern Warfare, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The season passes are getting old. Be honest with you, because nobody doesn't like doing the season passes, and I'm not paying fucking $7 every fucking time a new season pass comes out. It's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Just bring in the new maps that you were promised to everybody, 39 or 38 more maps.
Oh, they're doing it slowly, yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm liking the new maps. I dig the new map. But bring out more than fucking 2 a month.
Yeah, I know. Or at least
Because
bring out some
Star Trek.
throwbacks.
That's like Star Trek Online bringing the fucking 2 episodes per 6 fucking months. It's fucking retarded.
Oh, I know. But yeah, that definitely will work out. Like, they still got maps to put out there. They could put out some more Spec Ops missions if they wanted to. You know, they could expand on that a little bit. The season passes and the cosmetic stuff, they figure that's what's bringing all their money in.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, once you do all them season 3 pass shit, you got to restart back at the 59 after you already completed all your fucking stuff. The first fucking season.
See, at least
second season, I'm at like level 190.
Damn.
Well, 193. Yeah.
I haven't played too much since the reset. I'm at 61. But yeah, what I like about it is at least they don't reset your weapons. You can still keep your weapons and all your attachments. Yeah, I know. So that's what I like.
That's the thing I didn't know.
That was
actually one
actually
thing I didn't like about the first one or the second one. You had to prestige every fucking time and reset it every fucking stupid.
Yeah, and
you know,
because that was actually the most fun part for me was actually ranking up the weapons and unlocking all the attachments for it. I had never enjoyed that in a Call of Duty game. But this is the most. I've sunk a lot of hours into Black Ops 1 and 2 and maybe a couple of the Modern Warfares back then.
One, I was on it every fucking day.
See, Black Ops
every fucking day. Black Ops 1, I was on it every fucking day.
I think BO1 I was on there for. I think I got to level 4 or 5 prestige. And
yeah, I didn't even prestige after I completed the first.
Yeah, every other game after that, I would prestige once or twice, and then I'd be like, I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I've been having a lot of fun with it. The way the gameplay is, the mechanics, they changed it up a little bit. When I first started playing it, it felt like Battlefield, and I was kind of iffy about it, but then it just grew on me, and I fell in love with it. The story was phenomenal. You know, it was hard as shit.
The thing with Battlefield is that their servers are just as worse because you have people that control the servers, which is not a great idea.
Yeah, that's true. I think Battlefield's dying off, though.
Yeah, Battlefield's pretty much.
It's because 5 was good with the story, even some of the multiplayer aspects, but I think. Just as fast as 5 came, it's gone. Like, there's barely anybody playing it right now. Uh-oh, did I lose you? Yeah, Mike, you gotta reset your potato, man. I can't hear you. We're having another one of these. Goddamn. I think Tim's not gonna come in. He's playing Wizard 101. I didn't even think that was even still a game, Wizards 101. Oh man, I may have to make this a short one. Mike, alright, yeah. Alright, let me unmute you here. You there, man?
Yeah, I'm here. What happened?
You went silent on me.
Yeah, I was continuing. I was talking about how I used to have all the DLCs from PS3.
Yeah.
And it was like $49.99 for all of them, I think it was.
Yeah. The season passes for like $40 or $50. Yeah.
That right there, that was a fun shit. Playing those maps. The maps for the fun of Battlefield.
It was.
But I really didn't care for the servers because everybody controlled that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's my girl over there on Facebook. She's like, so we need to play video games the next time we come over. Oh, I got you. I got me a gamer girl, Mike. Yeah.
I don't mind that shit. I love having fun like that, man. Fuck.
Hell yeah. I actually may got to cut this short because I got a little bathroom emergency coming up. I don't think you want me to.
Let's go take a quick 5.
Take a quick 5.
Take a quick 5. Seriously.
All right, man. You got things covered here? You talk about anything?
Yeah, I got things covered. I'll talk about some things. Don't worry.
All right, I'm going to go mute myself. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right. But yeah, so I used to have Battlefield 3 and 4, man. That shit was fun back in the day. Like you could play the Chinese thing, like the Chinese ship and all that, where you land on an island and you pretty much had the boats and shit. The boats were fun fucking things to control. You get to like control like the artillery and shit. That was great. But me and my buddy, one buddy, and Mike, I think me and Mike played too one time on Battlefield 4. But I know me and another buddy of mine that we play games on there sometimes now, but that we go in there and fucking snipe the shit out of them, shoot the shit out of them, and it was pretty cool. But flying helicopters were the fun shit, man. You can just go in there and fucking just, it's all about who can get the helicopters and shit, because that was the most thing out of it. But if you have a good group with you and use strategic maneuvers, it's actually not bad. It's actually fucking, if you know what the hell you're doing. But besides the Chinese one, they also, when the last one before they shut the servers down, PS3, was some kind of like, it'd be like Rambo fucking bullshit, which was kind of, I guess, kind of had a Vietnam feeling to it. It was a huge map, and then they shut down the servers, I guess, because the PS4 was coming out at the time. But it was pretty fucking brutal. Like it was, man. It was fun, but the map was too fucking big. You didn't have enough stuff. Well, you had these little go-kart looking things, and also the Jeeps, and they were pretty fun to drive too. But now, if we're talking about regular Modern Warfare has that new thing called Warzone, which is pretty fun. You have like the money shit and all that. You got to kill people to get their money and shit. That's pretty fun. Played that a couple times. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm more of a regular multiplayer team deathmatch shooter kind of guy. Right way, so I can see all the idiots talking shit and just blow them up and kill them about 20, 25 times and hear them cry. And so, also, supposedly there's supposed to be another DLC pack for Mortal Kombat 11 fans out there. You know, look out for that. There's supposed to be another couple more characters coming out in Mortal Kombat 11 pack DLC pack 2. Possibly Sector, Cyrax. I would love to see the Cyborg Sub-Zero. That would be it. But yeah, back to the Call of Duty. Me and Mike actually, back in 2016, I think it was. I'll have to ask when he gets back. We actually did a couple Black Ops 2, I think. Black Ops 2 streams. Me and him on it on the PS3 when he had one. That was fun. We earned the piss out of them. It was me, Mike, and I had a couple other gang members there too, but my clan was already broken up before. I used to have a clan called the NWOU, New World Order United. We had over 50 fucking people in Black Ops 1. If you mess with one of us, we'd gather a 10, or like, I think the max number was 8 at the time. So we got our best 4 or 5 guys against the other 5 guys. It was probably 10, I think, was maybe 16, but if it was 16, it was 8 and 8. We gathered our 8 best, fucking went against them. Hell, we even went against ourselves sometimes for fun, shits and giggles. That was the thing that was pretty cool about Black Ops 1. Is that we actually, had that not fun that you could play with. In the second one, you get to play with a computer by themselves and just go around testing out your shit. I enjoy it. So, yeah. Can anybody hear me? Oh, good. But, so yeah, it was actually not bad. I enjoyed PS3 versions of Black Ops 1 and 2. I met a lot of cool people through Black Ops, and I've actually met a couple friends, which is on my friends list and all that shit that I've played with. But yeah, my favorite map, I'm going to say, everybody loved Nuketown, but there was another one. I forgot what it was. Nuketown
Hey, I'm back. Is game ahead? I don't know. Anybody can hear me? Yes, it is quiet. It's been quiet for the last fucking whatchamacallit. So, oh god. I see what's going on now. God damn. This is why I should have this is why I told him. Let's just postpone it or call it a night, you know? I see what's going on. Discord's taking a shit on me. Since it felt like, okay, you're taking a shit, so I'm gonna take a shit. Yeah, it's... See, my microphone is all coming through, whatchamacallit, the streaming software. I'm gonna measure... Discord is taking a shit. Even on my end. God damn, this is why I should have, postponed it, you know? I should have just went ahead and just, like, closed it out. So apparently Twitch is having... Not Twitch, oh, there's Discord now. There it is. I can't unmute anybody. Oh, what a relief it is. Come back from a fucking hearty shit and everything's going berserk. Unmute, unmute, unmute. Shit, come on, damn it. I hate... Ladies and gentlemen, I hate Discord. Mike. Uh-oh. Discord has taken a shit officially. Mike. This is amazing. Can't even type anything. Aren't you glad you're not in here, Tim? You told Tim? Okay. So, I don't know what was going on while I was away. Like I said, I had to use the bathroom real bad. And I told Mike, let's just cut it. No, just take a quick five. Let's take a quick five. Alright. I hit the bathroom, I come back, everything's dissipating. I don't even know what, does anybody know what Mike was talking about before he cut out? Because I'm in the bathroom with my phone, and I was like, I can't hear you, I can hear you, I did this and that, da-da-da. Good old Discord. Does it need any, let's see. So it's picking up my microphone into settings on Discord.
What the fuck happened?
There you are! God damn it! You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I've been trying to figure out how to unmute myself.
Yeah, I got you. Apparently, alright, while I was away, and of course I took my phone with me as a precaution, and you've been silent for the last 5-10 minutes, apparently, so... Do you know how comfortable it is to take a shit and try to wipe your ass and hurry back to get to the show?
Oh, shit.
That was the most uncomfortable shit I've ever taken. Like, goddamn.
Hey, man, you've been in that situation before. You're a parent. You gotta know.
Yeah, I know. Actually, give me a minute. Since everybody can hear you. It's alright, honey. I apologize. I'm going to take a quick minute to go away because I got a plumbing problem going on and I need to go fix it real quick. So now that everybody can hear you, I'm going to take a quick 2 minutes and I'll be right back.
About damn time. Oh my god. So apparently, like Mike said, Discord's been taking a shit on us. Well, apparently that shit took a toll in his bathroom. But, I even totally forgot what the fuck I was talking about. I never was talking about Black Ops 2 and 1. But, yeah. Me and Mike used to do some streams on that shit. That shit was fun. Me and him and fucking couple people, and then we talk shit against the other guys. That was pretty... I think he still has the videos on that, if I recall. The ass back. Yeah, man, that's some crazy shit tonight about that Discord. I wonder when I'm eating some freaking cereal since, you know, everybody's got their fucking return money. Kind of low on food, and everybody's actually low on shit. The only But yeah, it's pretty interesting though. Black Ops 2 and 1 was probably mostly my favorites. And then Black Ops 4 came out. I liked that, but I didn't like the how they turned it into like a Fortnite kind of bullshit. I didn't like that too well. I just played the regular team deathmatch and domination. Yep. I was going to buy the map pack, but I didn't. Nope, there went something in the background. That's what happens when Discord takes a shit on you, Claudia.
Mike, still talking?
I'm still talking. I still hear myself. I got.
Sorry, I had to get my galoshes and my raincoat to get that one.
That's what happens when Discord takes a shit.
God damn. Fuck it, we're going a little bit later. Fuck it. All right, Discord's not still fucking you, is it?
Nope. I still hear me and you.
Damn. I don't know. I'm like, maybe I should have played a commercial break for that one.
Yeah. I got a question now. You still got those videos of you and me playing Black Ops 2, don't you?
Somewhere, yeah.
I was gonna say, I was talking about you and me playing Black Ops 2 and shit. How you used to talk shit against the other people and fucking owning them and shit.
Yeah, I know.
If you have that video shit, me, I'd re-upload it on the fucking
I think
page.
that was the one that was recently, right? With the new one?
No, not that one. That Black Ops 2, Mike. Back in PS3 days.
Oh, I gotta find those, yeah.
Because remember, you and me played a couple rounds on that.
We played that, we played Doom.
Oh, Doom was pretty fun multiplayer. I gotta say, me and Mike had a lot of fun with that shit.
That was good.
You had to run in that cyber fucking demon dude, like what?
Yeah, those cyber
times?
demons. Yeah, I know. There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Like, hot damn, one time you have to go down this one fucking hole. We shit you the fuck not.
Oh, man.
We're gathering up ammo and shit, and the next you know, we're fucking getting nailed by the cyber demon dude. Like, where the fuck's he at? There's like 2 of them, and we're like, oh, fuck.
I know the ones I showed you, Mel, were the PUBG ones. I got a whole bunch on the YouTube. She loves watching our gaming stuff. I showed her the compilations of all of us with PUBG and all, especially the one with you in it and all.
Oh, was that the one that the fucking off the cliff and we survived the big ass jump and then
I don't think that was part of it. I know there was one that was me, you, Ron, Wolf, and Cypher was in there. That was the one where it was like, you know, we were on Vikendi. Started out with us on Vikendi and we were in that hut, jumping up and down and shit. Then I was outside in my fucking underwear doing snow angels.
Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. But, hey, remember that one that we was playing Freebird?
Yes.
I was in that Jeep, like you, me, Ron. I think James was in there. No, James wasn't.
It was 3 of us. It was me, you, and Ron. And you were on the top, and I started doing I had the Freebird solo playing, and you just started driving off the cliff, and it's like we hit every rock going down. And then of course,
we survived that.
Yeah, we survived that. Yeah, there was one little fucking hill you dive off of, and we're all dead. And we had just healed too.
And the funny one, the even better one of that is, we was playing Metallica from Mission Impossible.
I disappear.
I disappeared. Metallica. I disappeared. And me and Mike, we were looking just to have fun, just to fuck up something.
Yeah.
Because we got tired of just like shooting the same fucking people over. So I said, Mike, play some I Disappear. He's like, all right. So it took me, what was it, like a good minute and a half to find us a fucking house or something to run into.
Yeah, and as soon as James was like, and it's time I disappear, and right into the fucking wall we went.
We went right into the fucking house and died.
It was like that was like right on time. That was like right on par, perfect.
JT was with us.
Yeah. He was with us for that one. Yeah.
JT's like, that was fucking perfect.
I know. It was like right there.
Tim said, check the chat.
What, the Discord? Because I can't see Dilly Dick on Discord. Oh, here we go. Now I see it. All right, what the for his Call of Duty or no? I see him on Twitch. He said, and to answer your question, yes, Wizards is still a game. I thought Wizards 101 was a kiddie game for like kids or something, like 9-year-olds playing RPGs online. Well, Tim, you're free to come in if you're not playing much. Actually, hold up. Let me see. I have something I want to play. I don't care if it's copyright case or
stuff.
So, like, I was playing this for my uncle earlier, James. You got a kick out of this. Hold on. I gotta fucking reboot it. This is hilarious.
Oh, is that one song that you showed me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was in the whips and things, she was in the pain, and I would beat her black and blue when she called me names. Chained her to the basement wall where she went insane, and I was in the whips and things, she was in the pain. Oh, finger fucking Sally worked at Kelly's bar. She showed me her titties, Ronnie Murphy's car. She was the first lady to let me go that far. Finger fucking Sally down at Kelly's bar. And pussy-eating Pamela went to Kelly's high. Caught her in the bathroom, I thought she would die. Eating Susan's pussy, licked that sucker dry. Pussy-eating Pamela went to Kelly's high. Oh, suck'em silly Shirley came out after dark. She would give us head jobs in Centennial Park. All the girls would snub her, said she was a narc. Suck'em silly Shirley from Centennial Park. Yes, good old Bloody Mary's on the rag again. Pussy-eating Pamela's got blood on her chin. Suck'em silly Shirley got caught after dark. Finger fucking Sally in Centennial Park. Now pussy-eating Pamela in the county jail. Suck'em silly Shirley left town on a rail. They sent Bloody Mary to the bed for life. And finger fucking Sally, she became my wife. And I was in the whips and things, she was in the pain. And I would beat her black and blue when she called me names. Chained her to the
David Allen Coe. Here's one for you, hon. Hold on. I got this one
Hey,
for
play some of that Wailing Jennings that you got.
I'd like to fuck the shit out of you. Like to fuck the shit out of you. Like to fuck the shit out of you. Like to fuck the shit out of you.
Come on, Tim.
Where'd you find these at? That song.
This is an album he did back in the 80s. It's David Allen Coe, 18 X-rated hits, adults only. And the thing is, there's a couple songs in there that you may think are racist, but here's the thing: he's not a racist person. There was, even the guy and the drummer in the band was black. They got a kick out of that because they were like, let's just make up a fucking album with just offensive songs, and it was hilarious as shit. Let's see. There was another one I was playing earlier. All right, this one's good.
Wailing Jennings, the one that you gave me, pretty fucking fun.
Oh yeah, I forgot which one that was.
All of them.
And even if she would have told me, I probably never would have her.
You're dying.
Well, she once said no other woman, honey, could ever lay up in her bed. Now there's cum stains on the pillow, but she won't lay her in.
What the fuck is Tim talking
Cum
about?
stains on the pillow in the middle.
No, what I was with me playing the music.
I found me a tree
No, he
fine
said someone
model,
needs to shoot him.
and she's got some damn good hair. But I hope she's out there listening to have the red one.
And I'll say,
'Cause
there's cum stains on my pillow.
well, she wants later here.
Almost sounds like George Jones almost to a point.
You said Tim said something about shooting someone or whatever?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, talking about you.
I was gonna say, if there's anything in the Discord, the only thing I see is I see yours and.
Messenger.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, yeah, that's old. That's like, you know that one song that's online with they call it the dirtiest little song that's not so dirty and shit.
Yeah.
That's almost what that one thing reminds me of. But David Allen Coe just like went straight into that shit.
What's that one that Wailing Jennings or whatever the fuck it is that you sent me a while back? That fucking had that guy like something about pussy on her on your face or some shit like that. That song's pretty fucking good, actually.
I forgot what that was. It might have been Waylon Jennings Jr. I think. I forgot.
Yeah, it's Wailing Jr. or something like that.
He's even got one on here called "I Made Linda Lovelace Gag."
Yeah, something like that. Some bullshit.
You know who Linda Lovelace was?
I have no idea.
That was her porn name for. Well, I think that was her name. But it was her porn name for the movie Deep Throat. And I remember telling. I told Mel about it earlier because we were talking about it too, and cause I forgot what else we were talking about. We were eating and we were talking about something, and I was like, yeah, I told Tim one time, I was like, you ever see that movie? You're having acid reflux. Ah, sure. I forgot to give you some Prilosec. I'll give you some of that tomorrow when you come over. All right, I'll see you.
God, I don't know.
Yeah, I get that too. Acid reflux. I got a couple things of Prilosec.
Zantac works just as quick.
Yep, that and Prilosec, yeah. She takes Tom's, but I'm gonna give her some stuff tomorrow when I see her before work.
Shit.
But yeah, Linda Lovelace. I was telling Tim about that a while back. I was like, you ever seen that movie Deep Throat? And he was like, no, and I don't think I want to. I was like, you sure? Because I was telling him and Tom about it, and I was like, yeah, basically it's this woman who is having trouble with orgasming. You know, she ends up having sex, but she can't get an orgasm. So, give her the white stuff, yeah. Oh, she gets the white stuff all right. But the whole thing with the movie is this doctor examines her, and he finds that her clitoris is inside of her throat. So, in order for her to get a proper orgasm, she has to have a 12, what was it, a 10, it was like a 12 or 15 inch dick, something like that. And she was like sucking all these guys, and the movie came out in like 1970 or 71, I forgot what it was. And
this has got to be faker than a $2 bill, that's for sure.
You would think it is. I sat and watched it, and there was this scene, I remember the scene at the end, where a friend of hers was pretending to make a break in, role play and shit, and she's upset because she can't find a proper lover and all that, and because she needs a big enough dick for her throat. So he was like, I can help you, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, but the doctor recommends me to have a 12-inch, what was it, a 9-inch dick or something like that, and yep, deep throat, So she was like, I need like a 9-inch dick. So he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I wish I could help you. And she was like, well, the doctor I go to, he also does cut downs. He does cut down surgeries. Oh, he does? Okay, let me call him up. So he calls him up. He's like, hi, doc. Yeah, I'm so in love with Linda, but, I need this justice for my dick so I can pleasure her. Can you help me out? You can? When can I come into? Oh, tomorrow? Okay, I'll be there. So he hangs up the phone. He's like, yeah, he'll take me in tomorrow. And then he just like whips it out in front of him. He's like, yeah, he can cut it down because he had like a 12-inch dick. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. I'm like, she's telling him, I need a 9-inch dick. This motherfucker's got like a 12-inch dick. And she's like, I forgot his name. She's like, oh, Patrick or some shit. And it's just like fucking it's like fucking fireworks for them. I was like, porno, you can't take that shit seriously. It's like, it's tongue-in-cheek stuff. And that movie is like a big prime example of that. It's just so fucking hilarious. And her name was Linda Lovelace. And then, of course, David Allen Coe made that song I made Linda Lovelace gag because he's trying to say that he's got a bigger pecker than all of them that she's taken.
Damn.
But a fun fact about that movie and all, so she sued them, because apparently a lot of these porn actresses, they come out and say that they were like sexually abused or whatever. They were pushed into doing it for, money and shit. So she don't act in porn or anything. She had 1 or 2 gigs. Deep Throat was her last one, I think, and then she was out of it. I forgot what she does nowadays. Actually, you know what? Since this is No Topic Thursday, I'm going to look that up. This is going to be like a URC kind of thing.
Yeah. I figure we're going to be on.
Let's see. Linda Lovelace. Yeah, she was a, she died in 2002. She was 53 years old. But her name was Linda Susan Borman. Rolls the eyes. Honey, you're my Linda Lovelace. So let's see. She was an American pornographic actress known before her time in the 1972 horrorcore film Deep Throat. Although the film was an enormous success at the time, Borman later said that her abusive husband, that's what it was, her abusive husband had threatened and coerced her into the performance. In her autobiography Ordeal, she described what went down behind the scenes. She later became a born-again Christian and a spokeswoman for the anti-pornographic movement. So, picture this. Whatever. Picture that. Tim's like, shoot me. So this is something right here. So you got a woman who was a porn actress who was pushed into the role, I guess for money and all, pushed into the role by her husband, and then of course she became a born-again Christian. Try saying that with a straight face. This born-again Christian, Linda Borman, she once sucked some 10, 12-inch peckers for money. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. I would have taken the money.
Right one second, but
I know. Born again Christian and an anti-pornography movement. Sure, she was pushed. As much dick as she sucked in that movie. Yeah.
I'd say after all that shit, I'd be like, yeah.
Let's see.
I got paid a penny though.
Oh, she also starred in another film. Here's one for you, Tim. She starred in the 1971 Golden Shower film titled Piss Orgy. You know what a golden shower is, Tim.
Yep, Tim loves those.
Come and defend yourself, Tim. You're welcome, man.
Yeah, buddy.
I just can't with the title of the movie. Piss Orgy.
Wow.
Was she in anything? Okay, all right. Her pornography. Let's see. Allegedly coerced by trainer. Tim's done. Borman was soon performing as Linda Lovelace in horrorcore loops, short 8mm silent films made for peep shows. Borman starred in the 1969. Oh God. Bestiality film titled Dogorama, also known as Dogfucker. This
I heard there are kids listening on the other side of this fucking show.
I can't. A born again Christian. How do you tell that to your grandkids? I'm a born again. What, Mommy? What did you do in your early life? Well, I fucked dogs. I fucked dogs. I got pissed on. I took 10-inch peckers.
What's this lady's name again?
Linda Lovelace. Her actual name is Linda Borman, but look up Linda Lovelace. Lovelace. Porn star. Oh God.
Linda
Lovelace. 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 Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. She later denied having appeared in the film until several of the original loops proved otherwise. In 2013, Larry Ravine, the cameraman who actually shot the film, spoke about it for the first time during what he asserted. Yeah. Were you looking at naked pictures of her?
No, I'm actually looking at her born and death, and she had 2 children.
Mm-hmm. Well, ain't nobody going to ban us in Discord, so I'll post one for you.
No, she was married to Larry Mauricio for a long time.
Yep, till her death.
No, he died in 96.
Yeah. Do I got a filter on fucking... I probably do. Yep. Filter moderate off. I'll put something here, Tim. I'm going to put something in here for you, Tim. Yeah, give you something to stroke about tonight.
I have to see this shit. That's pretty interesting, though. Oh,
honey, do you want me to send one to you, too? I'm just kidding.
I don't think she wants to see that.
Nah, she's going to slap me to death tomorrow.
She gonna knock you the fuck out.
There you go, Tim. Hop into that. You're on Discord, so.
She tried to run for president in 75.
You said sure? Okay. Are you sure? Before I click okay.
No, I don't even want to. Yeah, there's gotta be a fucking contract on that.
Before I click okay, are you sure? LOL don't count.
LOL don't count. He's not bad looking.
I can't say anything.
You can. I can.
How about you, Timmy?
Tim's probably jerking off to it right now.
I'll tell you what, if I see Wizards 101 disappear in the next 30 seconds, I know it's going to happen.
Oh, she only did 3 movies.
That's she did. That was back in the 1970s.
What's this one for president, though? What the fuck is that one all about?
I have no idea. Something for a president?
Yeah, Linda Lovelace for president, 1975.
I don't know. Did she have a presidency going on back then? Let's see.
I don't know.
There's charges against Chuck Traynor, the guy who forced her into it.
You can pay $2.99 on YouTube to watch it. The Device Committee came together to name a new presidential candidate that America could rally behind. Oh God, I guess this is true.
Yeah.
Initial release March 1st, 1975.
Okay. Yeah, because the movie came out in 72. She doesn't look like she was being forced to do anything. I know. She looked pretty innocent there. But yeah, apparently she was forced into it. Yeah, like she was forced into a fist. Oh my God,
I found the trailer for it, Mike. Okay. I don't know if I think I'll... Yeah.
Hold on. It's a trailer on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to be a clean trailer. They're not going to put anything dirty on YouTube unless it's Steve. What's it called? Let's see. Deep trailer.
Sure.
I know there's Inside Deep Throat, which is the it's a documentary on it. That is some 70s music, ain't it?
There you go.
You got it in the Discord?
Is that the one that you looking at?
Probably. Oh, that's something else. I'm actually playing the trailer for Deep Throat. Let's see, Linda Lovelace for president. Oh, that's a movie trailer. Okay, trailer. That's a movie. That's just a movie. See, this is our "Be Right Back" music right here. I should have been playing this. I should have been playing this when I was on the shitter.
God help us.
Shit. Wait a minute, did that sign say Pussier? Oh, Pussycat. It's a Pussycat Theater. Okay. I was like, is Pussier a word?
Yeah, that's actually, I would think.
Let's see. Mel says she doesn't look like she was being forced into anything. So did women back then, just to have it rough or something, because it seems that they were forced to do things. or they are just giving women a bad name. You hate. I don't blame you on.
I think they're just giving her a bad name. It sounds like.
Yeah, because I mean, look at it like this: like you got a woman who was forced into it, but this is she could have turned all that down. That's all you do. She could have divorced the husband. She could have sued him and say, "I'm not going to do this." I mean, there's no wrong. I mean, how do you put it? There's no wrong way or no right way to do it? I can't get my words straight with that. But you got to think. You're pushed into something like that. You say no, or no is to walk away. Yes, she should have just walked away. No, she starred in not one but 3 pornographic movies and short little films for what was it? I was reading that damn thing too. Peep shows.
That was around the end of the Vietnam War too.
Yeah. And the thing about that is, like, porn was a big thing back in the 60s and 70s. I remember watching some documentary on it. I forgot a lot about it, but yeah.
So it was in the 50s too.
Mm-hmm. And it got racier in the 1970s. 70s, you saw a big peak of, when it came to horror, action, porn. It was like the time to be offensive. Like how people were offended in the 90s, the 2000s, and right now, like that was the era to be in. The drugs, sex, and rock and roll.
There you go, Mike.
That's all it was about. But yeah, after Deep Throat, let's see, in 1973. Borman made her theater debut. Yeah, hippies, Tim. That's exactly what it is.
Very good.
She made a theater debut in Pajama Tops. The production suffered disappointing box office performance, which led to a close early, and Borman's performance was panned. Pajama Tops as a theater debut. And then in 1974, she starred in the R-rated sequel Deep Throat 2. I didn't even know there was a second one.
Are they making a movie about her?
Are they?
It looks like it. Somebody said Amanda Seyfried on Plain
Amanda Seyfried?
Yeah.
Is it called Inside Deep Throat?
It could ruin my career. I guess that's what it is.
I know Inside Deep Throat, that came out years ago. That was a documentary on it. I mean, there could be something new coming out on it.
Oh, wait, here's another one that was released in, I'm going to share this. This is another YouTube one.
Okay, this is...
here we go. Look at this, Mike. Look at this.
Linda Lovelace, Deep Throat Part 2.
Kill you. What secret? The secret of how
Take a look at that.
you can
That's
reduce
actually
men to quivering hopes at
behind the scenes.
I'm watching the trailer for Deep Throat 2. Linda Lovelace.
The Lovelace in the all.
So she married the guy in 74
Rated R.
and had 2 children.
This one was a little more tamer, looks like. Not as much nudity. Mel said, I get into it, and then 20 years from now, I say I was forced into it and sue for make more money like women are doing. That's exactly right, honey. Look at the women that claim that Bill Cosby did what he did to them. Just look at how they did to him. Same thing with the... Well, I don't know how true the Harvey Weinstein thing is.
That's pretty much real on that one. Gotta be.
But Cosby was getting accused of it, 30 years after all this shit happened? And I'm like, why didn't they say anything back then? And you get people that come out and say, well, they didn't have women's rights back then. They couldn't come forward and say anything like that, or, or they would be held accountable, or that nobody would believe them or something. You don't believe any of it? Neither do I. But... yeah, like poor Cosby, the dude's how old is he? 70, 80, 100? I don't know.
He's around there in his 80s. Gotta be by now.
Dude's in jail for what? Giving fucking placebos or whatever the fuck they were to girls back in the 70s and 80s?
So her real name is Linda Susan Borman.
Yep.
Died in a car crash in
2002, yep. So she went to star in another porno, Deep Throat 2. From the way it looks like it's a little more tamer not as hardcore as the original. 1975, she left Trainer for David Winters, the producer of their 1976 film Linda Lovelace for President. The film showed her on a campaign trail following a cross-country bus route mapped out in the... Oh, God. The movie, I'm interested in seeing this movie. They wanted him because he was famous. Yep, famous and money. He had all that money. That's what they wanted him for, and they got him. Just like with, yeah, just like who was that fucking? I don't know about that. Who was that woman that was trying to come after Trump? That Playboy star. What was her name?
She got nailed with a lot of shit, though.
Yeah, she was trying to say Trump did this and that to her, and she wanted a settlement. She was with Playboy, I think. I forgot. Yeah, that was like 2 years ago. So, honey, I think me and you are gonna have to find this movie.
That's the same thing with the fucking Kavanaugh bullshit too, and that fucking.
Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah. So let's see. I think we gotta find this and watch it just to fucking laugh at it. Linda Lovelace for President. So the film shows her on the campaign trail following a cross-country bus route mapped out in the shape of a penis. However, her career as an actress failed to flourish, and her film appearances had the 5 hours of screen time. You felt bad for him? I know. I would feel bad for him too. Poor guy. No more Jello pudding pops.
No more pudding pops from anybody, unless you're Bernie Sanders supporter.
Oh, she also posed for Playboy, Bachelor, and Esquire from between 1973 and 74.
She was making some money.
Yep, definitely. During the 70s, she took to smoking large quantities of marijuana combined with painkillers, and after her second marriage and the birth of her 2 children, she left the pornographic film business. In 1974, she also published 2 pro-porn autobiographies, Inside Linda Lovelace and The Intimate Diary of Linda Lovelace. And let's see. Then there was the charges against Chuck. That was in the 70s, I think, right there. Marriage to Marciano, or whatever the fuck his name is.
That's her wife.
Yeah, Larry Marciano, or Marciano. Yeah, Marciano. A cable installer who later owned a drywall business. She married a drywall installer. They had 2 children.
Nothing wrong with that. They make a lot of money too.
Yeah, true. Better than fucking somebody in a movie.
I don't know. They make millions depending upon how much revenue they make out of that. I mean, that's a toss up. I mean, think about it. Construction worker and a porn star. They make fucking combine that money together. They make some pretty good profit.
Yep, exactly.
Because drywall, that's all year long. You don't get no really breaks in that shit.
And then here's her legacy, as posted on Wikipedia. The computer processing coordination system Linda was named after Linda Lovelace. This name choice was inspired by a programming language, Ada, which was named after the computer pioneer Ada Lovelace. Huh. Let's find out. Okay. Borman's participation in Deep Throat was among the topics explored in the 2005 documentary Inside Deep Throat. Indie pop singer and songwriter Mark with a C. Why would you name yours? Never mind. Released a 2008 album titled Linda Lovelace for President, which contained a song with the same name. The country songwriter and singer David Allan Coe wrote a song called Linda Lovelace, which was featured in his 1978 album Nothing's Sacred. The same song appears in the 1990 album 18 X-rated hits under the title I Made Linda Lovelace Gag. Stage name, yeah. His stage name. I was like, never mind.
Damn, that's crazy.
So let's see. The film she starred in: 1969, Dogorama. 1971, Piss Orgy. 1972, Deep Throat. 74, The Confessions of Linda Lovelace. 74 again, Deep Throat Part 2. 1975, Linda Lovelace for President. Can you imagine putting that on your fucking resume as an actress of Hollywood. But yet she was forced to.
I don't know, man. Some people get jobs depending upon when they look it up and all that shit.
Yeah. I can't even imagine like her going into a talent agent and say, "Yeah, I want to all right, what movies were you in?" "Oh, I was in Dogorama, Piss Orgy, Get Out."
That guy'd be like, really? Can I look at these videos?
Like Dogorama, that sounds like some kiddie movie, you know, about a kid and his dog that go on adventures and shit. Like, no, this is a movie about a woman fucking a dog.
Right. That's sad.
That was bad enough. You got porno out there with women fucking horses. Like, who the hell's gonna take a horse dick in the ass? I don't know. I've seen shit.
Apparently that one.
Yep, nasty. She made that dog go woof woof.
Alright.
But yeah, you got a born again Christian. I still can't with that. I still can't with it. It's hard to keep a serious face when saying you got a born again Christian whose background is 6 pornographic movies. 1 where you're fucking a dog. 2 where you're getting pissed on. And 3 you're taking like what? 7 or 8 12-inch dicks in your throat? How can you keep a straight face? Oh, and she's anti-porno. You know, she's an anti-pornography activist at that.
Yeah, that's why she lost a lot of jobs.
God damn. Yeah, Jesus still loves her. Oh, somebody loves her up there. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. Then again, she's probably down south, you know, 666.
No.
She went down the deep south. You old Satan in there, if you're 5'5", and I'm 6'6". You got old Ronnie James Dio up in heaven with the fucking devil horns, you know, marking the devil. Yeah, get them. 1 in the pink and 1 in the stink. I talked today. So yeah, like a cutesy little talk. You know, we got the kids Happy Meals today, and Mel's little girl Avery, she watched that new Trolls movie, World Tour. Yeah. And of course they do, you know, but she calls it the rock and roll sign, which is cute. And I was like, yeah, that was Ronnie James Dio. That was his thing. Yeah, I remember. Well, I wish I would have been there for that concert. You know, that was back in the 70s. That was way before my time. But you can look at the video, like, I forgot what song he was performing, but when the first time he did that, you know, that devil's horns, you know, the mark of the devil, you know, rock on. And of course, later on, it was pinned by some people as like, yep, exactly, Tim, pink and brown eye, 1 in the pink and 1 in the stink. I'll never tell her little girl that, you know. I'm like, yeah, that was, as far as I'll go, it's like, that's a rock and roll symbol. Like, yeah, I'm not going to push certain music on her daughter, you know, but I mean, she grows up to listen to.
I wouldn't push anything until everybody's comfortable with each other. That's number 1 rule on that one.
Yeah, that would be cool. I would like to get the girls into that. Like, music today is just garbage. I mean, I'm sorry, I know kids like it.
Rock and roll is kind of dead in a sense, to an extent.
Not really. I mean, people are trying to say it is. They're trying to say that it's evolving. But
yeah, but it's not evolving the way it should, though.
Yeah, no, it's going to like the electronic fucking phase. She loves rock music. I'll get her into some Ronnie James Dio. You know, he's not offensive. He's not real like Slayer, like dark. You know, he's nothing like that. He's like hard rock, sort of metalish.
It's Metallica, man.
Oh, I think Melly's in Metallica too. I was telling her about when I went to the concerts for all that.
AC/DC, Godsmack. That's not bad shit there. That's
it's a shame Cactus ain't in here. He's a big AC/DC fan. He loves the fuck out of these. Really? Yeah, we were talking one day, and we were talking about music, and I was like, this is funny. Oh, she loves Metallica. Oh, she does love AC/DC, Queen, Metallica, all the old ones.
There you go.
She go love old stepdaddy. Yeah.
Bad Company is a good one too.
Yep.
That's some good shit there.
So this guy I met years ago, and I think his name was You're gonna hate me for this, honey, but this was his name. His name was Keith. He was a really cool guy. He was handicapped. He had one leg, but he was a really cool guy. I loved talking to him. We used to talk about politics and shit. But then when I mentioned Dave Mustaine, he's like, "Oh, Dave!" I'm like, yeah." I was like, "You know Megadeth?" And like, "How about Metallica?" "Yeah, Metallica, man, yeah." This dude knew a lot of old acts. This guy, right now, he would be 54, 55 or something like that. He was around Dimebag Darrell's age.
Dimebag, rest in peace.
Oh, he loves Metallica. I was getting ready to fucking say Metallica. He loves Pantera, and I love Pantera. Old Dimebag, old Vinnie Paul.
Vinnie Paul, rest in peace, brother.
She got into trouble at school for wearing AC/DC. Oh, fuck that school.
Fuck that school.
She got the Hell's Bell shirt. I'll go to that school and I'll wear something worse. Fuck them.
Fucking Slayer or some titty showing and some bullshit like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Caught on his ass.
Yeah, Pantera. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, the Cowboys from Hell. You gotta love Dimebag.
That was like, I like the best of Pantera. That's like one of the best CDs out there.
Did you know? I'm sorry to cut you off. Did you know they had 4 albums before that? Before what's his name joined? Yeah.
Because that one guy's actually was brand new. They actually the one singer dropped out, I think, and that's when the new guy came in before Dimebag got shot. What
was his name? Was it is it Terry? Okay, yeah, it was Terry Glaze. He was the original singer, and then he dropped out. Yeah, Terry
dropped out. They pick up that one guy. I forgot where the one guy came from.
Yeah, they had 4 albums: Metal Magic, Projects in the Jungle, I Am the Night, and Power Metal. That was all original Pantera in the 80s. And then when 90 hit, Cowboys from Hell came out. It was all she wrote.
Yeah, apparently Pantera wasn't big until they hit that new singer, Cowboys from Hell, and onward, because you don't hear nothing about the older shit.
Phil Anselmo, yeah. I mean,
nothing about the old shit, but new shit you hear more than the older shit.
See, even my buddy Keith, even though he doesn't like Phil Anselmo for a lot of shit he did, and he did a lot of dirty shit too.
He was really dirty from what Dimebag and
that's why Dimebag and Vinny left.
Well, Vinny left and joined up with the guy from
Damage Plan. It was Damage Plan. Dimebag and Vinny, they left. They went and joined Damage Plan.
But then when Dimebag died, Vinny went to go join the lead singer from Mudvayne. And Mudvayne
hell yeah. Yep.
What was the guy's name there? The lead singer of Mudvayne.
Chad something.
Chad something. Yeah, because Mudvayne kind of broke up, and then he went to Hell Yeah. And then I think Hell Yeah pretty much stayed on course as a
yeah, they still are.
Mudvayne / Hell Yeah kind of thing.
What was his fucking name?
Well, I'll look it up.
It's Chad something. It's Chad something.
Mudvayne lead singer. That's all you got to look up. Find it.
Chad Gray.
Okay.
It's Chad Gray. She sat there and watched There's Something About Mary with us the other day, and Eddie Murphy stand-up act. The bad girl.
Another good singer too that was really popular. And his song is still out there today. It's pretty popular. Is Eddie Money.
Yep. Two Tickets to Paradise.
2 Tickets to Paradise, and there's another one that's out there. Take Me Home Tonight.
Yep. I think he just died recently, didn't he?
Yeah, he died. I think in 2014 or.
Okay, it was Tom Petty who died recently. That's what it was.
Yeah, Tom Petty was 2016.
Yeah. See, Chad Gray, he don't look too bad for 48. I mean, he looks a little rugged, but he don't look too bad for 48.
I liked it when he did that first album. Hell yeah, that was one of his best albums.
Oh, I could compare that easily to Cowboys from Hell. Like it had that sense. It had that feeling. You knew like this was with Vinnie Paul in there. You knew this was like Cowboys from Hell Part 2. You know, like that fucking song, that ballad, Alcohol and Ass, like you gotta sing that song.
I mean, it has that country theme to it. So
it does.
I didn't really care for Mudvayne a whole bunch until Hell Yeah came out. When Hell Yeah came out, that got my attention. Mudvayne was too dark in a sense, but Hell Yeah, they weren't too dark. They were metal, but they weren't too dark like Mudvayne was dark. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell Yeah was perfect. That's where they should be.
It was like a balance. See, I was into Mudvayne. I didn't get into Mudvayne until their second album.
The first one they did, the first song, Dig, and then they had that one, World's So
Cold.
Yeah, World's So Cold was the last one, and then the recent one, where the I stand, not falling.
Not Falling. That was on their second album.
Yeah. I mean, that shit there. You know, those are the good songs. But after that, you kind of lose interest in Mudvayne. But now, Hell Yeah, you have a variety of songs that you can like.
Yeah.
And that because it's not too dark and it has the perfect beat to every fucking thing. Just like with how Scott Strapp and Scott
Creed.
Weiland did Scott Strapp and
what was it? I know what you're talking about. What was it?
Art of Anarchy.
Yeah.
How they did that was perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
And they did the same thing like they did with fucking Hell Yeah. And that's what I like about, But Scott Strapp, the CD he just released about that one, it's a good CD. Has a lot of good songs. Doesn't have that too dark tendency to it, but it kind of does. But would I call it a top 10 seller? No, not really. Probably top 20.
Yeah. He's trying to get back up there in the charts. Like he's doing decently. I mean, when Creed got back together, that was back in 2011, I think, and they had that album come out. It was just, it was disappointing. It was like they tried so much, and then you got Mark Tremonti. Oh my God, he's phenomenal. His solo albums, like this is his fucking art. Like Tremonti was, when you listen to Creed, that was it. Like Creed was you would think of Scott Stapp, but I would think of Mark Tremonti. His fucking guitar playing was just phenomenal. When Avery was a baby, she fell asleep to Slayer. Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I would too.
Come on, you haven't done. You got to do a fucking Guitar Hero again.
I was thinking about that. I was actually playing Rock Band today, especially when Melon all came over. I was actually playing.
Yeah, Melon's got. But you know what? That's what y'all do. Fucking Guitar Hero. Put some fucking money on the line. Y'all think you're that damn good? Put some fucking money on the line. Why not?
Well, we were going through pictures yesterday, and she came across a picture of me. This was back in 2004. I was turning 19. It was my 19th birthday. I was in my bedroom with my buddy Travis. I remember that day too. He was playing. She's got a little guitar. Oh, you did show me the picture of that. She's such a cutie.
No, Mom.
But I remember that day. My buddy Travis was playing Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. And send that to them. Okay, I'll send it to him. He was playing Budokai 2, and I was sitting in my computer chair. I'm gonna send it to you in your personal chat here, Mike. This is her little girl. I was sitting in my computer chair. I had a first act electric guitar, and I had just bought a.
Oh hell yeah! Rock on, girl.
Yep.
Rock on, Avery. Rock on.
Oh yeah, but I was sitting there, and this is cool too. So we had this music store up the road called Rosso's Music, and I had just bought this. It was $40 or $50. It was a little ham amp. It was a mini amp. It was probably I want to say maybe like 5 by 5 inches. It was a mini amp. You could plug it in with an AC adapter, or you could put batteries in it. And it was portable. You had a portable amp. It didn't get too loud, but it did get loud. And I was playing on that. And I was sitting there in my computer chair playing guitar. And of course, my mom took a fucking photo of me, playing and all. So I had that picture in my pile of pictures. And she came across it and she said, "So you do play?" I was like,
Oh yeah, you did do that one time on YouTube. Also, you did play guitar.
"Yeah, I was playing Rocksmith." Yeah, I miss playing guitar. I was thinking about getting back into it. I just ain't had the I ain't had a little bit of time to do it, and I ain't really got the money for it. I sold my guitars a while back.
Yeah, you did sell them back. Or was the green one and white one?
I had some beautiful guitars, man. There was one I had. I paid $700 for. It was an Epiphone Dot semi-hollow body. It was both electric and acoustic. This thing had a beautiful sound. Yeah.
I got a question for you. Where can you find a Guitar Hero for PS4?
Walmart or Amazon.
Do they have them for the PS4, or is it just you gotta buy
Guitar Hero? I don't think they have Guitar Hero for Xbox One and PS4. They do have Rock Band 4. You can find Rock Band 4.
And then I can just get the Rock Bands from PS4 store or PS Store?
Yeah.
To play them?
Mm-hmm.
So all I gotta do is get Rock Band 4 for PS4?
Well, you got to get the instruments for it too. When you get the instruments, you could probably buy them.
I'm just trying to find the guitar so I can get a game off of PS4 so I can play some of that shit, man. I'm gonna play. I want to get.
Well, the game comes with the instruments. That's how I got mine. Mine came with the guitar and the game.
Okay.
They
just like regular Guitar fucking Hero and shit.
Yeah, basically, it has those extra buttons like the solo buttons up by the body and shit. But it's pretty fun. Yeah, Mel just said go to Amazon. You can find those on Amazon. Probably. Actually, I'll look that up for you real quick.
Yeah, look that up for me, man. If you find that, send me the link and all that. I want to take a look at it because when that shit gets here, you know what I'm talking about. Since y'all fucking got it potted, you fuckers. I'm gonna get me one so I can do some of that on fucking streaming. I'm gonna get back into that.
Let's see.
Hey, you can do multiplayer too, can't you, Mike?
Yeah, I don't have a PS4, but yeah.
PS4. You got money, go get yourself a PS4, motherfucker. They're like $300 now. They might be $279 now. You might be in luck.
This is fucking weird. I didn't pay $359 for mine at Walmart. Man, they are overcharging this on Amazon.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the guitar and game bundle, they're fucking charging over $300. I paid $70 for mine. I paid $70 for
Walmart. Send me a picture of it so I know what to look for.
Yeah. You saving your money to move? Yes, I am, honey.
Hey, he's got to get this to join me. I miss playing games with those guys. He had to sell his fucking PS4 for the second time, fucker. Me and him were going to game on PS4 to all these games and shit. Now he sold the bastard.
Let's see.
You better not sell that one.
Holy
hey, you know what?
shit.
Mel's got to get a PS4.
She has a 360.
There you go. 360's old dinosaur shit. I'm talking. She needs to get a PS4 with you and me, and she could join us like Diablo and all that shit. No, put her in Call of Duty with us. We'll make a fuck. Well, I got it. We got the Trump plan going.
I'm gonna check eBay because they ain't have. Well, the only thing they got on Walmart, they got the whole bundle, which is the drums, the game, and the guitar and the mic for $400.
Fuck that! I'm just want the guitar, dude.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's see.
I want to go. I could buy me a drum set. I was thinking about doing that. Just buying me a drum set. Just play.
This game can't be that rare. How are people so? Oh my god! The guitar doesn't cost $120 for one.
What?
I'm on eBay. Man, they are fucking milking the hell out of this shit. Like, the game's only 4 or 5 years old. Like, how is it that rare?
I'll have to get a fucking retro game.
All right, we'll try this here. All right, where's the fucking guitar itself at? Let me see.
Yeah, I don't want a whole fucking bundle. I just want the guitar to hook up for a PS4. So I can play some fucking. So I can play some fucking rock band shit.
Jesus Christ, Amazon! What the fuck is wrong with you all?
$400 just for the guitar.
Close. $430 just for the guitar.
Send me a picture of something I'm looking for at least. I might be able to find it.
All right.
If I have to, I'll just go to fucking PS3. I could buy me another PS3 and just buy the fucking games. Cheaper probably that way.
All right, I'll send it to you in the It's older than that? I don't think it's older than that, Tim.
No, Rock Band is fucking old.
Yeah, Rock Band came out, 2005, 2006 for Rock Band 1.
Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. That's Rock Band, dude.
Yeah, Rock Band 4 came out 5 years ago. It's been about 5-6 years, yeah. God damn. Actually, I was incorrect about the Guitar Hero. They do have Guitar Hero Live for PS4 and Xbox. I forgot all about that one.
How much? Don't tell me it's $500 fucking dollars, dude.
$259.
No, fuck that. I just for the guitar itself, man. That's crazy, bro.
I had Guitar Hero Live, okay? So here's the thing I did not like about it. The buttons on the controller were, oh my god. You see how the buttons are on the Rock Band controller right there? You see how they're lined up?
Yeah.
Alright, let me find a picture of this. It's hard for me to explain. Because it took me a while to try Guitar Hero Live.
That was in fucking Walmart?
Well, the Guitar Hero Live guitar, when I got that, I paid, get this, somebody was selling it on Facebook Marketplace for $20. Gaming guitar for Xbox. And I bought it. I played it, but it got boring. But also, I sent it in your chat. That's the Guitar Hero guitar. You see how the fret buttons are up there on the neck?
Yeah.
They're lined up, but they're doubled. Because it's pretty much made for like power chording and shit like that. So it's hard to maneuver. It is.
Damn.
Yeah, so that was I just couldn't with that guitar, so I got rid of it. But it was a good game. It had good songs to it, but now, well, the other bad thing about that one is it's online only. So a lot of the songs
you're fucked.
Yep, and a lot of the songs you play, well, here's how it worked. You had to earn up tokens to play certain songs. And that's how you built your career up. So it's not like Rock Band. Like Rock Band, you can go in the store, you can buy songs individually for $2 a song, and they're yours. It's your DLC. Download it. Guitar Hero Live doesn't have that. Think of it as like, think it was like Netflix or something. You know, if you needed coins and shit. Yeah. Don't know if that's what he meant. Yeah, that's the Guitar Hero Live right there. He's looking for Rock Band, but yeah, that's the Guitar Hero Live, honey. That one is a 2-pack. But that game, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the songs, but it just wasn't my thing. I prefer Rock Band more than Guitar Hero.
What was that one that you had for your Xbox or wherever you played it last time?
Rocksmith. Rocksmith. Now, the unique thing about that one, you will love this, Mel. You need a actual guitar to play. Yes, the game Rocksmith, it came with this USB adapter. You plug the USB adapter into the console, and the other plug plugged into your guitar. Now, the latency on the game was off by like maybe a half a second. So if you were playing anything, it sounded off. That's how the whole game was. There was a way of setting it to where, you know, like if you had like mixers and shit, you could set it to almost like it's actual sound, like it's on par. There's no lag or anything. But
talking about, yeah.
But Rocksmith, and I remember, I think I still got the stream should still be up on YouTube. I'll find it a little later. But I was doing a stream of it, and I learned the whole song.
Like Guitar Hero, though. You play Tom Petty.
I did do a Rock Band stream until Facebook shut that down because it's copyrighted music. Yeah, remember that?
Remember that?
Yeah, but I also did Rocksmith because I remember learning Blitzkrieg Bop. So what Rocksmith does, you get a song and you start playing it, and it gives you bits and pieces throughout the whole song, and you're learning the song bits and pieces. So you get through the song once, and it says, okay, you completed 25% of the song. You go back through and play that song again, they add more notes and more chords, and you start building yourself up. So you're basically learning a song as you're playing it. The more you play it, and the more you get up there, you're learning the song and you're playing the song. So that's what was cool about this game. You learn how to play certain songs. It's not like... See, when I took guitar class in high school, I had 2 good teachers. One of them, Mr. Moore, I loved him to death. He was really cool with everything. And then I had Mr. George, I think like my senior year. But the cool thing about Mr. Moore was we alternated back and forth when it came to music. So every other week we would have a test on what we're playing. So one week he would give us a song to learn. When I first took guitar, the first song I learned was Sweet Child of Mine. But we did the rhythm part. We didn't do the melodics and all that, the notations. We did the rhythm part, the chords. So we learned the chords. We learned how to finger all the chords. And then we learned the strum pattern. And then we put it all together. And it took us a week to learn that. And every day, he would play the song. And we would play along with it. And then the following week, he would have each of us come up to the podium in alphabetical order and play the song. And he would grade us on our stance, our strum pattern, see if we get the chord fingering right, see if we got the strum pattern right, and he would grade us on that. And then, of course, after that, we went on to classical stuff, learning how to read classical music, the notations. I didn't like that part. I could not figure out what notes were what with that shit. You had to identify the notes, and classical guitar. It was easy at first, but then it got a little more difficult. So it wasn't my favorite thing to do. Now, when Guitar 2 hit and Guitar 3, well, let's see, Guitar 2, about halfway through, he would give us 2 songs to play. And we would play either or. Like, let's say at one time we had either Hotel California to play or Used to Love Her by Guns N' Roses. And whatever one we wanted to play, we'd play that. So, okay. This is leading up to a hilarious story, though. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, by Guitar Class 3, 11th grade, we had this guy in our class, honey, you may remember him, John Barton. He went by the nickname Bob. Everybody called him Bob. He was hilarious as shit. And we were in a group, him, me, this girl Caitlin, this girl Cassandra that Josh dated back then. We were all in this class. Well, we were in a group in the class. So each group that Mr. Moore divided, he put us in different sections of the room. There was even like a dressing room right up the hall from the cafeteria where our group sat. Now, Cassandra, I didn't date her. No, she dated Josh. I didn't date any of them. But we were in this room, and we were sitting there. We were joking around. That was the fun part of the day in school. Joke around with your friends in there and just bullshit and laugh our ass off. So we had a choice that year. Either the teacher would give us a song to learn and play, or we could bring our own material in and play it, which was pretty cool. And since I had a guitar at the time, and I was learning stuff at home, so what did I end up playing? I played Linkin Park's In the End. So that was the song I was learning. And Bob, he was telling us about this guy at the time named Stephen Lynch. You ever heard of Stephen Lynch?
No.
This guy was, he was a comedian, but he also sang songs too. So, he had this song by him. Well, let's see, hold on a second. Alright, so, he had this song from, Stephen Lynch. It was called If I Were Gay. We got a fucking kick out of that in the back room when he was playing it. And he was like, do you think Mr. Moore will allow this? We were like, I don't know. But it was hilarious. So let me see if I can play this right here.
I'm like a drumstick, man.
There you go. Mind you, if you're offended by this, please get out.
Here we are, dear old friend. You and I, drunk again. Laughs have been had and tears have been shed. Maybe the whiskey's gone to my head. But if I were gay, I would give you my heart. And if I were gay, you'd be my work of art. And if I were gay, we would swim in romance. But I'm not gay, so get your hand out of my pants.
Oh my.
So, he didn't tell the teacher the name of the song. He was just like, this is a song called If I Were. So when he went to the test, I knew what was going to happen. I was waiting for an eruption of laughter, and it happened. And everybody was just chuckling at first. And then when it got to that first chorus, everybody erupted in laughter. And the teacher was like, no, turn it off. Turn off. That's enough. That's it. And Bob just sat there on the podium, just in a straight look, looking up at him like, what? And he was like, I'm sorry, we can't allow that. That's a little too offensive. And he's like, oh, it's not, there's no profanity or anything. It's a happy little song. Right. It's like, I'm sorry, it has that word and I can't allow it. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to find something else to play. I'm not gonna penalize you, but it was just hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, the songs we played in that fucking class, I tell you, it was pretty cool. Both the girls that were in my group, Caitlin and Cassandra, they both played Stairway to Heaven. And I think Caitlin tried to nail the solo. She had it pretty good. And I think Cassandra was just the rhythm part. Actually, if I remember, I think they were both playing at the same time. If I'm thinking, I forgot what it was, but the song is 7 minutes long. So, and they told Mr. Moore, well, this song is 7 minutes, we're both playing it. And he said, okay, well, why don't you both go ahead and play it, and I'll grade you both. And they did. So I think Cassandra played the rhythm, and Caitlin played the lead. And we were sitting there watching. They were doing pretty damn good with it. And me, I'm just learning little stuff at the time, too. Like, I played Linkin Park. I played Chad Kroger's song Hero with, what's his name from Saliva in it?
Oh, fuck.
I know. I'm having brain farts myself. He just left Saliva, too. God damn it.
Did he really?
Yeah, he left them years ago. Josie Scott, that's what it was. Before Josie Scott, he left years ago. When the hell did he break up with them?
He actually, Saliva, let's be real serious about Saliva. They really wasn't that great. Except maybe their first CD.
Well, I liked them with, the first CD that had Click Click Boom. I liked Back Into Your System. That was a really good one. That had the song Always and Rest in Pieces.
Yeah, but the thing about that is the song Always was just that song.
Yeah,
Besides
true. It became more it was so mainstream. It was like, okay, enough with it.
Yeah, like you wanted just that CD just for that song at the time before Napster and all that shit came out.
It's almost like it was overkill for that song, kind of like with Three Doors Down with Here Without You. I'm sorry, it's a nice song, but I just
Three Doors Down's great, but they went too
poppy.
Not mainstream, but they just went.
They're too poppy.
They went from rock, yeah, it's way too poppy. But I tell you what, 3 Days Grace. They still got it.
Yeah, sadly, without. See, I like him better with Adam Grantier, and he left for what the fuck was it called? Sonia something. What the fuck?
Apocalyptica.
No. Sonia.
Because he did a couple. He did a couple songs with Elliptica.
He did. He did with Apocalyptica. He did one with Apocalyptica. Yeah. Santa Sonia. That's the other band that he went with. Santa Sonia. They got 2 albums. One just came out last year.
No shit.
Yeah, his last album with 3 Days Grace was.
Travis Tritt came out new CD also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine I've been talking to also told me about it.
Okay.
And no shit. Like he still sounds pretty fucking good back even from the 90s.
Yeah, I bet. I still can't get over their one song after they got that new singer in there for 3 Days Grace.
Yeah.
Hold on, what album was that? I still can't go over the name of this album. This one came. I think it was Inhuman. Let's see.
No, yeah, it wasn't, I Am Human.
It wasn't Human. It was. Was it Outsider? No, I'm sorry. It wasn't 3 Days Grace. It was Drowning Pool.
Drowning Pool.
Hold on, because oh my god, Drowning Pool had so many fucking singers, man.
Yeah, the main guy.
Oh my god,
Drowning Pool fucking died. That guy was
brutal. Dave Williams. Yeah,
he died in his tour bus.
Yep, he died. Where's his name at here?
I think he was on tour. He died.
It was David Williams. Where's his death at here? August 14th. Yeah, it was August 14th, 2002. He was found dead in the band's tour bus in Manassas, Virginia. Autopsy established.
Yeah, that's where he was supposed to do that fucking tour I was telling you about. But you kept on telling me, oh, it wasn't down D.C. I was like, I knew he went down to D.C. and shit. He was playing the performance. You kept on fucking telling me wrong. I'm like, motherfucker, I knew. I heard it on fucking D.C. 101. Asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, he had died from heart failure caused by hypertrophic cardiomyopathy or whatever the fuck it's called. You're crashing. Have a good. Okay. See you later, hon. Thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow at the work.
See you, Mel.
All right.
But yeah, I mean that was some good shit. He played some really fucking good songs.
Yeah, Bodies and all like you had the first album which had him. Second one was Jason Jones. Let's see, Jason Jones was the second album. The Desensitized was pretty good. Despite it got a B- ranking on it, but I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it felt a little tame, but it was pretty heavy. It was pretty good for its time. I liked it for its time. And then Ryan McCombs from Soil. He left Soil briefly. He went over to Drowning Pool. He was on their albums Full Circle and their 2010 self-titled.
Well, I know right now System of a Down's trying to come back, but the lead singer from him doesn't want to come back.
Yeah, they're only talking about doing touring. That was it. He
doesn't want to do that. So
yeah. So Drowning Pool's fifth album. Is it fifth album? Yes, their fifth album, Resilience. This is when they got their new singer. I think he's the brother of one of the band members. What's this? It's Jason Moreno. I think he's one of the band members' brothers, if I can remember. But
this is where you need Tom, because Tom has connections with.
Oh, that was a different band. I'll get into that in a minute. Yeah. So this album has a song, "One Finger in a Fist." What kind of fucking title for a song is that?
One finger in the fist.
One finger in the fist. Is that all you really need?
Yeah, really.
And which hole is it going in? But so I'm not going to put a whole lot of names out there. So, and because I know the story, you know the story, and I didn't even know about it until Tom had told me, and his wife, she told you. The band Flaw.
Yeah, that's a great fucking band.
They are.
The fucking first CD came out, unfucking believable.
Oh my god! Like I first heard them when their song.
I heard them. I listened to the whole fucking CD like 900 fucking times. It was that good.
Yeah. What was that album called? It was Through the Eyes.
Through the Eyes, yep.
Yeah, they had them songs, Only the Strong, Payback, Hole.
back home.
Yeah, so
They had a whole good. That was one of the best fucking CDs they've done.
yes, it was phenomenal. Like, it's just so underground good, and I never knew that Tom was in relations with the singer Chris Voles. And I was like, that's fucking insane. Like, Chris, he was born in Bowie, Maryland. I was like, I put two and two together. Yes, that's
but
pretty cool.
Also, I would love to go see live is fucking Gods.
I seen them 2 years ago.
I want. Fuck you, but here you go. All right. I've always been a Godsmack fan since their first album came out.
Yep.
Back in 2002, around that area. Even though they were like a indie band at first before they got real big, but when they got big, like the first CD, Voodoo, the fucking no, even the one before that. I think the first one was Voodoo, wasn't it? Then
hold on. Their first album came out in '98. Their self-titled album that had Voodoo on it.
Yeah, 98 came out pretty good. I love that one.
Yeah, Voodoo, Moon Baby, whatever.
I got a little bit into that one, but when the second CD came out, that's what got me hooked.
Yeah,
the second CD forward was excellent. Nothing but fucking like
their
Did
best.
you ever hear the acoustic one, the other side of the acoustic version?
I heard bits and pieces of that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
We gotta listen to that one. That was pretty fucking good.
Their best album.
But the recent,
let's see. Their best album to date, and everybody will agree, is Faceless.
the last one.
Well, not just that. Well, that one was pretty good too. I enjoyed that one.
The last one, I'm gonna say, when Legends Rise is the best one.
Yeah, that's where they you know, their sound changed a little, but yeah, that was pretty good. It was really good. I give them that. I liked quite a few songs off of that. You know, Sully has really evolved as a musician, as a frontman. He really evolved pretty good, and I enjoyed that.
Sully's one of my favorite band members. I mean, if I gotta say anything, Sully, Godsmack the band. I don't know all of them, but Sully is like fucking A, dude.
Let's see, who was the one?
My first tattoo actually on my left arm was a yin yang with the Godsmack symbol. That's how much of a favorite fucking band I love.
Oh, that sun symbol, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. No.
But yeah, everybody would say that Issues was Korn. Faceless was, I guess everybody would say, was one of their best because of I Stand Alone. Because that song was just like so.
I had that fucking popularity because The Rock, Dwayne Johnson did though.
Yeah, well, that pushed it. Yeah, it pushed it a little bit.
Yeah, that pushed it. It pushed a little bit, but I mean, let's be real. I mean, it's just Sully's voice. I mean, I'm not homo or nothing, but I tell you what, Sully's still a good-looking guy, and he still has it, man. For fucking, I don't know how old Sully is. I think he's what, in his 30s, maybe 40s.
Oh, he's older than that. Well, he's got to be in his 40s at least. Maybe, yeah. Let me see. Sully Erna. He's 52. 52.
Wow, 52. He looks 52. Like in his fucking 30s, dude.
I know. Oh man, he got that fucking tattoo sleeve on his left arm. Damn, he got a lot of fucking.
Man.
He was also a harmonica player, percussionist, and pianist, performing these on albums and live shows. That was the best day. Like when I went to the concert to see them 2 years ago, and they did the that dual drum act. Him and the drummer. I forgot what they called it, but it was fucking amazing. Him and the drummer drumming at the same time. Like it, I was going to a Godsmack show, I know what to expect because I've seen their live performances on DVD. I still have
excellent performances, man. They really do. They
really put it out there.
You get your money's worth. You do get your money's worth from hearing like from you and a couple others. You get your money's worth.
Oh yeah. See, when I went and saw them, I knew what I was going to expect. I knew I was going to expect an awesome show. It was Red Sun Rising was starting at the play. They had that good song, The Other Side, and there was another one that was with it. So I was like, okay, good.
My fears has come alive. That's on the other side one, the acoustic version. The acoustic version, if you listen to the acoustic version, which I know you probably haven't because you don't got it, but
Realign,
yeah. Yeah, Realign. That was a pretty fucking
Yeah, Faceless has some good songs. You had Straight Outta Line, Faceless, Changes, I Stand Alone, Realign, Serenity. Serenity, that one was acoustic also.
You gotta listen to the acoustic. There's an acoustic CD out there I forgot what the fuck it's called. It's after. It was before. Let me see. Let me look it up real quick.
Yes, Tim. Twisted Sister is heavy metal. They're 80s heavy metal. They were the ones. Here's the fun fact, Tim. Twisted Sister was basically the ones that got that parental advisory rating on albums.
Has anybody heard the Oracle yet? I haven't heard Oracle.
Oracle is my least favorite one. I do gotta say. I mean, I listened to bits and pieces.
I forgot about this one. Good Times and Bad Times. I forgot about that.
That was on their best of CD. They did the Led Zeppelin cover of that. Yeah, I think they did 2 or 3 covers of that. But yeah, Oracle had Crying Like a Bitch, Love, Hate, Sex, Pain, Saints and Sinners.
Very faint. And then they got 1,000 Horsepower. That's
I love that album. Like that title track. Holy shit!
I don't have that one.
You don't have that one? I'll get you that one.
No,
I'll get you that one.
I don't have that one or Oracle.
That title track, 1,000 Horsepower. Holy shit! That is the one Godsmack song.
Right there. Remember that one, Mike? 4 CD number 4.
I got that one too. That one had Voodoo 2 on it.
Yeah, Voodoo 2.
I remember I got that CD where I was working at too.
Yeah,
I got
never had Oracle.
Yeah, I'll get you that. You know I'm the hookup man. I'll get you the hookup.
I still owe you too. Fuck with it.
Yeah, all right. But yeah, 1,000 Horsepower. Like anytime that song comes on, I have to crank that shit up. That is my favorite Godsmack song. 1,000 Horsepower. That was my number one Godsmack song right there. Like no matter what. Like I love all their albums before that, but 1,000 Horsepower, when that song comes on, that's gotta get cranked up. That is the number one.
Yeah, dude. Crying Like a Bitch.
Well, there was that one too. Yeah,
that one's I think on 1,000 Horsepower because that was actually an MMA song.
Nah, Crying Like a Bitch, that was on the Oracle.
Oh wow, they got another one there, Mike, too, called Live and Inspired.
Yep.
I didn't know about that one either. Fuck, man, there's some CDs I don't got. Son of a dick. Oh, here it is, the other side. That's the one I'm talking about, Mike. The acoustic version of it.
Yeah, I got that also.
I love that CD. I might need to recopy that one because mine's getting scratched up and shit.
All right. Yeah, but, 4. When I got 4, I even got the shirt for that too. That shirt's long gone now because it's full of holes.
But yeah, the Awake album, that was my favorite one. Like the very second when I started really getting into them, besides the first one.
Yeah.
Voodoo.
Oh man.
But yeah, the Other Side, I will listen to the Other Side every fucking day because it's just there's a couple. He actually had a couple singers with him in that CD. I don't know who they were, but it's just that fucking good.
It is.
And it's you listen to acoustic, you never think Godsmack is an acoustic band, but this CD right here, the Other Side, worth listening to.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh yeah, when you listen like Faceless with Serenity, like Serenity was just so relaxing. You know, you got such a heavy hitting album, especially with Faceless, and you had track number 7, I Fucking Hate You. That was like the peak of the album. That was like their heaviest thing, their heavy hard hitting. Yeah, you know, half of those songs I could play on guitar too. I haven't done it in years. I could do. I Fucking Hate You. That I played the fuck out of that song on guitar. That one. I Stand Alone. I tried to do Straight Out Line. Like I couldn't do the solo, but I could do like the lead for the verses and all that. That was they were just such an amazing band with so
Hollow.
many.
Have you ever played Hollow on guitar?
I ain't done that one.
But yeah, man, that's some badass shit right there, man. I got a lot of Godsmack CDs. I
have everything. I know. I have everything. Like it's been a while since I listened to some of them, but I got every fucking thing.
Well, how many man? Where are we at? What hour are we at? 2 hour mark?
2:22. Yeah, we'll go on for another few minutes.
I'll go for a few more minutes. Okay, I didn't want to go too far.
That's all right. Well, I know after this, I'm going to edit out that one part earlier where it was like, 10, 15 minutes of silence. I'm going to edit that out and re-upload it.
But also, I know you want to do a great gaming stream too, which I'm looking forward to watch too.
If I don't do it tonight, I'll probably do something I will definitely do something this weekend because I actually just got a new game yesterday. It's $20. I don't know if it's on. I don't know if it's on PS4. It's called Stranded. It is actually on PS4. It's called Stranded Deep. It's a survival-like game, kind of like the game Ark or The Forest. Mm-hmm. Think of it as like a playable version of Castaway. You ever seen the movie Castaway with Tom Hanks?
Yes, I have.
Think of it as like that. You start out in the plane, and then something happens, and the plane ends up crashing in the water, and you got to find your way out of the plane up on this raft. And this raft is your travel source between different little islands in the area, and you travel to each island, and you gotta do things to survive, like make up items like knives and shit. You gotta find coconuts to drink. You gotta find food to eat. It's a survival game, but I think there's something else to it as well.
It sounds like Ark almost.
Yeah, basically that's all it is, because that's what a lot of these games are. And I was playing it last night for an hour or two, and I was just having fun with it. Like, of course, I died by a fucking shark bite my first game. I had to start a new game. Second game, I fucking died by venomous, poisonous snake bite. And the third game, I'm doing good so far, because I was able to turn those off, which is pretty cool. You could turn those options off where you got the snakes and sharks, but they won't attack you, which is pretty cool. So
let's go through here. I'm looking at their albums, right? They had another album up there called All Wounded Up back in '97.
Oh, Godsmack?
Yep.
Let me see. There's
I'm
Live
looking
Inspired.
at it right now on Google.
EP. What's the other side?
Godsmack first one came out in '98. The one before is called All Wounded Up.
That was probably like an EP or something, like to get them started.
Yeah. And then after '97, wow, they got a fuck ton of albums. They got another album in 2002 called Smack This.
That might have been a compilation or something, yeah.
And then they got another one in 2012 called Live and Inspired. Do you have that one?
I don't think I have that.
Because I know we both got Awake, we got Faceless, we got, and I got the 4, and I got fucking The Other Side, but I don't got Horsepower. Oh, wow, they got another one called Changes.
Yep. Yeah, that's a DVD. I actually have that DVD, and I've watched the fuck out of it.
I thought that was part of a fucking thing there at one point.
Well, Changes is the song on Faceless. They made this DVD right around when Faceless came out.
Yeah, but the same thing is, I think they actually mixed it with Faces. It was like a 2 CD set or some shit like that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Well, I only got the DVD version of it, but yeah.
If you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do fucking 1,000 horsepower, you gotta give me Good Times, Bad Times. 'Cause I don't have that one.
Yeah, I got you on that. Yeah. But I will also say.
Also, I need a remake of Other Side.
Other Side, I got you. I do gotta say,
my CD on that one's like fucking beat up. It won't even play half the fucking songs. I'm like, fuck.
Oh wow, damn.
Yeah, I've had it for that long.
But yeah, part of that concert, like I said, Godsmack, I knew what to expect.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that, man. Like, what songs did they play and shit? Do you remember?
They played a little bit of everything. I mean, they didn't play Good Times, Bad Times, but they played like maybe 4 or 5 songs off their new album. They played a lot of old stuff. One song they did, what was it called? It was off their new one.
Legends Rise?
Well, they started out with Legends Rise. They did Legends Rise. They did Bulletproof.
Bulletproof.
Which one they did? I think it was Under Your Scars, or it was one of those soft songs. It was like Under Your Scars or something. It was one of those. So this was pretty cool what they did. And they were like, they were talking about how you look up at the stars and the stars light up the night and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, you guys up in the rafters, turn all them spotlights off, just turn it off, turn all that shit off. I want us completely dark. And they just sat there. I guess it wasn't part of the show or whatever, but they were just sitting there. It's like the lights were still. He's like, go ahead, turn all that shit off, turn all them lights off. I want them off for a little bit. And they turned all the spotlights off. And he was like, I want you, every single one of you, to pull out your cell phones, and I want you to light up this stadium. We're going to show how bright this is. It was amazing. Like, we'll see you in a minute. Oh, I can't even fucking count. Like, the whole stadium was packed. There was even, like, crowds in the open fields behind us and all. It was a big... It was Jiffy Lube Live.
Oh, down there in Virginia?
Yeah. So...
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Right as they were turning the lights off, he was like, bye. And he's like, okay, you want to see us? You give us the light. You want to see us? You show us. All right. He's like, pull your phones out. The video, somebody filmed it on YouTube. I will give it to you. And it was beautiful. Everybody pulled their cell phones out, turned the lights on. It was beautiful. Like, everybody's cell phone lit up the entire stage. It was that bright. Oh my God. Let's see. Godsmack, Jiffy.
I gotta ask one question. Was there titties?
I think there was. I didn't see any, but I believe there was. It was pretty cool. Oh, here it is. Jiffy Lube. This was in Bristol, Virginia. You guys will hear this. All right, I'm going to share this with you.
Well, we can also play that while on here. We're not gonna
that's what I'm doing. I got it playing right now.
All right.
The other thing I'm done with right now, all this fancy pyro bullshit and whatever, we just came here to play some good old-fashioned hard fucking rock and roll. So forget about the pyro.
I praise this guy for filming this shit. This was amazing.
Spotlights, put them away. Just shut them down. Fuck it. Keep the crowd lights on, but shut the stage lights off. Because I want to talk to these people here. We gotta kill all this shit. Now.
Oh, there was a titties.
Yep.
Guys magically disappear.
Damn, you was there?
Yep.
Wow.
You want to see us? We're gonna make it as raw as you fucking can. You light this place up for us. Turn your fucking lights on. You want to see this band?
Yeah, he's like, turn your fucking lights on. It fucking illuminated that whole stage.
What you guys are creating, man? Oh yes.
It was so bright. Tim, if you're still over there on Twitch, I'll share it in the whatchamacallit here.
So, I've heard that song.
Yeah.
Yep, that one I've heard. Yep, that's on a new one too. I like that shit. That's some good shit there. I'm searching for Oh shit, what the fuck happened?
You still here?
Okay, I didn't see the Discord symbol up, but yeah. That's some good shit though, man.
Yeah, that was. That was a blast. I had a fun time at that concert. Like, even the fucking pyros in that shit was amazing. I was like, I could not believe I'm sitting here watching Godsmack. It was that was just phenomenal for me.
Yeah, I wish it would. If it came down this low, I'd fucking be right on there. I'd fucking go where they're at. Fuck yeah.
Now, here's the ironic, funny part about it. So we went and saw Godsmack, but before them was Red Sun Rising and Shinedown.
Shinedown probably didn't do that great.
Oh, they did. I could not believe how fucking phenomenal they were.
Really?
I was like, holy their show, like, they opened up with their newest album, I think was called Attack or something. I forgot what it was called. But they did
Monsters?
Well, it had Monsters on it, yeah.
Yeah, the Monsters, then it had Cut the Cord.
Cut the Cord was before the album before that. Let's see. Shinedown's last album was, where's it at? Attention, not Attack. It's Attention. That one had Devil, Attention, Black Soul, Monsters, Get Up on it.
Yeah, I watched the music video of Monsters. That was a pretty good song. Really.
They even played a song that was off of the deluxe edition of The Sound of Madness. Where's that song at? Diamond.
Colt 45?
No. You know, I was wanting to get the crowd to fucking chant 45, 45, you know, toward the end. They played what was it? It was off of that album. I'll get to that in a second. But their second song, the second song they played, and it was Diamond Eyes. And it was just
Diamond Eyes, that's a good.
Oh my god!
Song.
I tried finding that song because I got the regular version of the Sound of Madness. I didn't know it was on their deluxe edition. I had to download that song. I was like, son of a bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
That's off the Expendables, dude.
Yep, it is. But the song,
I think it's on Expendables too.
Yeah. But the song they played was Simple Man. Simple Man, which was on their first album.
Skip song.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a Leonard Skip song now.
They played that. I was like,
and Colt 45, I think that one's off of another Leonard Skinner song too, as a matter of fact.
No, 45 was theirs.
Really? I thought it was off another singer.
No.
I could have swore it was.
The song's called 45. It's off their first album, Leave a Whisper. See, I looked at, because I took Chris with me, and I was like, I want them to play either Burning Bright or 45. That's all I want. Something from their first one.
Instead, they play Boom Light, fucking, oh my god.
Because when it got to the end, and Brent, the singer and the guitarist, they came up through the crowd, and I was watching them, and there was this big metallic box, like 3 rows right in front of us, this big box that they stood up on. So that's how close I was to Brent. And he was talking to everybody, and Chris, he was on his phone with someone, and I was like, look, get your phone out and record this. And he looked up, like, holy shit, you know, he's sitting there filming. They were that close, like 3 rows away from us. And, you know, they were talking about something. And he was like, you know what y'all want us to play? What y'all want us to play? It's that kind of thing. So I'm trying to, like, get people to say, 45! I was like, 45! And of course, they end up playing Simple Man. And Chris wanted to play Simple Man. I was like, that's good enough. I mean, as long as they play something off of their first one, I'm good, you know.
Diamond Eyes is pretty fucking nice.
That was the second song they played. They played that.
Did they do the one off of Expendables too?
Which one?
Boomlay.
That is Diamond Eyes. That is Diamond Eyes. That was the second song they played. Like,
now, how did that one go? Like with the pirates and shit, was that pretty fucking good?
Oh my god, let me see. I got
some shit, do you?
I don't, but somebody does because I found it online. Let's see, Shinedown, 2018, Jiffy Lube. I think that's what they either started out with that one or that was the second one because the fucking Let's see. All right, this one right here I'm going to share with you.
Didn't your camera fucking die too?
My phone was someone.
Fucking die. Remember that shit? Like, fuck.
Well, I turned it off because my battery was running low, and I was like, damn it. But the audio wasn't coming in all that great because my phone was a piece of shit.
Because it was.
See, if you skip to a minute in that video I just shared you.
Yeah.
All right, this guy, he was filming. He was standing, behind where they are at. Where Brent is facing, I was somewhere up in that row area, somewhere up in there. I just wonder if I can actually see me.
Oh wow, he's got that fucking holy shit.
Oh god, I think I do see me. No, that's not me.
I think I see you know what else too.
Yeah, we were like 3 or 4 rows up from them, facing them. Yeah, I gotta do that. We'll see. I wonder if they do have that.
I think I do see in a red shirt.
Yeah, I think I was wearing a red shirt.
Yep, I just saw you, dude.
There I was.
Oh shit. Mike's up there, he raises his hands up. Fuck yeah! Too bad he didn't have he's not a smoker and doesn't fucking rise the ladder up and bullshit.
Alright, this one right here, somebody was in the front row of this one. filming this. This is Devil and Diamond Eyes.
Oh wow, that's sneaky as fuck.
It is. All the pyro was fucking amazing. Like, I fell in love with Diamond Eyes. Like, I think that was one of the first times I heard that song. I can't believe he cut his fucking hair.
That's fucking amazing, dude. Why the hell that curtain? Oh wow.
You know, it's funny. They tell you at the gates, like, don't bring cameras in and shit. People are fucking doing this shit anyway.
Right, that shit's fucking good, man. That's a fucking good version of that.
Oh, I know.
Somebody get that fire. They better be fucking recording the whole fucking show with a good phone and have it battery like 100%, man, to get that some good shit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when the video started out, they had these two screens up over the
yeah, that's
stage.
right. That's what I was like. I was like, why the fuck they had that shit up there? That's stupid. But man, that was actually a brilliant fucking idea.
See, the guy, he didn't get the whole screen, but what it was, they had the exclamation marks coming up, and it just had the sound going, attention, attention, you know, and it made the sound effects. It was doing that for like a good minute and a half. And then they just dropped the fucking curtain, and then everything just came in.
That was pretty fucking good. I'll have to watch the whole thing after fucking.
Oh yeah.
After. But yeah, man, that's some pretty badass shit. I would love to see a Seether concert.
Oh, Seether, that's another one I want to see. Seether. Oh god.
Rob Zombie heard is pretty wicked.
Oh, I love his shows.
Oh, you seen his shows?
I haven't been to him live. I've seen a couple of them. Like, his theatrics on stage is fucking, oh my god.
Amazing, yeah.
It's like watching.
Metallica wasn't that great though.
Who was it?
The Metallica one. You didn't think that was great?
That was pretty good. Metallica was pretty good. Volbeat, because I was already familiar with Volbeat. They were pretty good rock sounds, so I enjoyed them. Avenged Sevenfold, because they had their new drummer since what's his name died back in 2012. The drummer for Avenged Sevenfold. What was his name? Actually no, it's been 10 years. It wasn't 2012. It was 2009 or 2010. Tim, you may help me with this before I find it. Oh, what was his name?
Yeah, I thought you weren't too excited about the Metallica one.
Oh, the Rev. The Rev died in 2009. That's who it is, the Rev. So, Avenged Sevenfold, they came out, and I was like, okay, let's see, because I never seen them live, but they did pretty good live. And I was like, I wonder if they'll play Unholy Confessions. And somebody in the crowd behind me was like, nah, they haven't played that in years. You know, that's the Rev song right there. I don't think they'll play that. Wouldn't you know, the last song they did on their lineup was Unholy Confessions. I was like, holy shit! I was like, they fucking played it. Like, the drummer, the new drummer, he tried to keep up with it, but he did a damn good job. I was like, oh my god. That was amazing. I was like, they did Unholy Confessions. I'm set. So, yeah, I think it was like...
Did they play the Metallica one off of the something Magnet? The fucking one that was shitty. Saint Anger, I think it might have been.
Nah, they don't do Saint Anger anymore. I think there's a reason why Metallica don't do it. I forgot what it was. I was listening to it a while back. But
they
yeah,
make that crazy money revenue or something. I remember everybody didn't like that CD.
Yeah, when Metallica came out and the stage that was set up, it was, oh my god, like this was.
What did they play?
They played at least
Enter Sandman. I know everybody got to listen.
They did play Enter Sandman. They played 5 songs off their new album. They played a couple off of Death Magnetic. They played at least 3 or 4 of them off of, I think, Load and Reload.
Yeah. Fuel. Everybody loves that one.
And of course, they do their rock block at the end where they mix mash stuff from Ride the Lightning and Kill 'Em All You know, they got to get Seek and Destroy in there. That was that was phenomenal. Enter Sandman. And here, this is another funny thing too with that. So where we were at the top of M&T Stadium off to the side. That was a hell of a trip walking up there anyway. You know, my back was hurting the whole time, but I had fun. So, I was out of breath. My back was out of fucking patience too. So, this girl behind me, and she was filming them, but she was just drunk. And she would lean on me, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, hon. I just love Metallica so much. I've been a fan since the beginning." And every song that they do was her favorite song. And then she would ask me, "I'm sorry, honey, can you do me a favor? I can't get a good shot of them. Can you film them for me? I need this." And I was like, "Okay." So I filmed a couple times, and she was like, she was still asking me to film for her every time. She's like, "You do it so good. I love the way you film it and everything. It looks so good."
Oh, no, Mike.
Of course, I was nice about it, you know.
He was getting head on by a drunk.
Had her titties rubbing up on my back and shit.
Damn, I would have loved that shit. Like, fuck, man. You know, sorry, Chris. You know, damn.
I was ready to turn around and say, "Pull them out for me. I'll film the whole concert for you." Oh, but that was a phenomenal show. Like, they opened up with what was the first song on that new album? I don't know why I keep closing out Wikipedia. God damn it. So their new album was, if I could find them, was Hardwired to Self-Destruct. That was the first song off their new album, Hardwired. And the pyro, oh my god, the pyro effects were off the hook.
Excellent.
It was off the fucking hook. Like, when they did Hardwired, because the first two songs was Hardwired and then Atlas Rise, and they had these two balloons blow up on each side of the stage. They were kind of like hot air balloons. They had them blow up, and it had the face cover on the album on both balloons. And after Atlas Rise, they just blew up. They just said, "Let's have them blow up and have confetti fly over the crowd and shit."
Oh, that'd be awesome. Oh, yeah.
When they got to Fuel, oh my god.
Fucking James Hetfield probably ran into that shit.
Give me fuel, give me fire. They had this pyro track on the stage, and the flame was like going back and forth on the stage. And the screens that were up there, like, it wasn't, you would see them up on stage on the screens, but they would also show these random videos on there too, which was pretty cool. Like, for Fuel, you had these spinning tires of fire on there and shit, and engines revving up. The best one was when they played One, and they had
that's the World War II one.
Oh, I gotta find this one for you. They had like an animated World War II video up on there. Oh my god! Shit. Let's see, Metallica,
M&T Stadium.
M&T Stadium. One. Because I know somebody recorded it. Holy shit, somebody got the whole fucking concert recorded.
What?
The whole 2 hour? When the hell did this come up?
Fuck yeah.
I was
in
looking
the fucking Discord.
And it comes in pretty clear too. Holy shit.
Discord, brother, Discord.
Right there. Like when it opens up, yep, they open up with Hardwired. Oh my god.
Looks like we're gonna be fucking banned for a little bit there, buddy.
Like, look at that stage. That was fucking phenomenal. Tim, if you want to watch it, it's in the Discord.
Oh wow, that is a good fucking.
That is good video quality, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I love how they had.
Hurt Hammett, man. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Gray hair, dude.
Oh, they are getting up there.
Yeah, no. What's his name?
James Kirk.
Yeah.
Lars Ulrich.
Yep. Lars, man, he's got to be up there. I mean, shit.
Oh, they're all in their 50s.
No, James has got to be older than that. He's got to be at least 60.
Let me see.
I think he's in his 60s, bro. At least in your 60.
Let's see.
Hetfield's been around for a while.
James is 56.
Okay, so he's near 60.
Lars is 56. Kirk is 57. And Robert is 55.
Yeah, Robert was with Ozzy Osbourne.
Dave Mustaine, he's 58.
Which one was with Ozzy? I knew Ozzy gave him a bass player or something. I remember that shit back when that one guy left.
That was Robert Trujillo.
Yeah, Trujillo was from Ozzy and went to fucking.
Yeah, he played with Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Rush, and Zeppelin.
Yeah. He's actually a pretty good fucking bass player though.
Oh, when they chose him, when they did Saint Anger, like they loved his playing style. He was like very on par. He reminded them so much of Cliff Burton, the way his playing style was.
Yeah, but Cliff Burton was actually the original. That's the sucky part about it.
Yeah, he had a fucking bus land on him. The fucking bus toppled over.
Yeah, I know.
I think it was during a snowstorm too.
He had a lot of big drinking problem. I know James hit. I think we all.
Drinking, drugs.
Drugs, yeah. I'm still surprised Motley Crue's still around though.
Oh my god.
Fucking drug motherfucking. How many times they almost died and shit? Golly.
Yeah, Nikki Sixx. He was. Oh my god. That dude. He had died and came back twice. And
I gotta watch that too. I gotta watch that shit.
Yeah, The Dirt. Yeah, that was still a good one. Like, oh my god, this is a guy. Okay, I don't even know if he got most of the screen, but yeah, this was a phenomenal concert.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out.
Even at the end, where they were doing the let's see, it's around the hour and 42 mark. I just literally clicked on it.
Let me ask you this: have you ever went to a Nickelback concert?
Nope.
I heard they suck ass, dude.
Yeah, I heard they're all far.
I mean, they probably had some good ones in the back of the day, but when they started bringing out their shitty music, it's like everybody's like, "Fuck you, we hate shit back, bring back skaters."
Yeah, this was a good part of the concert right here. It was like an hour and 42 minutes in. So they were doing this this garage kickback. It was like a throwback to the garage days where
that's pretty badass too. If you listen to it. Whiskey Najaro.
Yeah. Well, this one, all right. They went out on the other platform of the stage, and they had this certain drum kit for Lars set up on a platform, and they raised it up on stage. And this was back in the days of Kill 'Em All. You know, we were in a garage. This is how we played, and they were just like playing, you know, almost everything, a little bit of everything, like Kill 'Em All, Seek and Destroy, Ride the Lightning.
This is the reproduction of our garage.
Garage Inc. I think was before Enter Sandman.
No, it was after. Garage Inc. Garage Inc. was a compilation of covers.
Oh, well, I thought that was Symphony.
No, well, Symphony was something different.
No, Symphony had all of them. Had Reloaded, Loaded, all of them shits. And they had a Cloverleaf.
Well, it was cover of their own song, but it was in a symphony form.
Yeah, that was actually one of the best fucking ones that they've done. I've heard.
Yeah, those two came out after Reload, which was the Symphony one and Garage Inc. Garage Inc. was a bunch of covers of different bands from back in the day. Like they did Bob Seger's what was the song?
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Here I am
on the road again.
Turn the Page. That's what it was. It was Turn the Page. There was one on there which was what was the song called? He was like, I got something to say. I raped your mama today or something like. No, it was I killed your baby. I killed your baby today. Last Caress. That's what it was. It was Last Caress. I was like, Metallica did this, and then I come to find out, I was like, oh, this is just a whole album. It's like a double album of covers. Enter Sandman was on their self-titled album back in '91. That was the big change of their sound since
That was the biggest fucking album they've sold.
It still is.
And it's the most fucking one of the best fucking CDs they ever made though.
Yep. And when you're like a guitar player,
When you hear Metallica, you hear Enter Sandman CD. That's
you hear 91 Metallica, yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually the first album I listened to of them. And I wasn't
same here.
See, it's a funny thing. I wasn't into Metallica back then because of the whole Napster bullshit, and I was pissed off at them because, you know, they had the...
I was in the AC/DC. Me and my dad, we used to, because my dad used to pick me up and all that back in the old 90 days and all that.
Yeah.
When growing up, we would listen to AC/DC, Phil Collins.
Yep.
Yeah, Phil Collins was a big one.
Mm-hmm. Genesis.
Blues Travelers.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I was like, man, I gotta listen to Metallica or something. Hard rock stuff. You know, Metallica and Black Sabbath.
Yep.
I didn't know Black Sabbath was like all double shit. I didn't know one fucking bit of it. I was like, here I am singing the fucking song all the way back and fucking down. I'm like, fuck yeah, this shit's good. My dad would play Black Sabbath on his guitar though.
Yeah, they had a lot of things. Dio, Ozzy, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't listen to Dio, but he was big like Black Sabbath fan and shit like that.
Yeah, I love the hell out of Dio. Like, I mean, what the hell is it? Rainbow in the Dark. That's my favorite song from Dio.
I tell you what, Heaven and Hell was a pretty good one by Black Sabbath.
Yep. And what was
Black
his
Sabbath
name?
had a lot of good ones there too. I Am Iron Man. Oh man, dude.
See, for the longest time, I didn't know Tony Iommi had that thing with his fingers. Like he was born without fingertips or something.
Well, you know, another thing, since we're on this topic of rock music, I know we've been doing rock music now for what, good 45 to an hour just about.
It's fun. Yeah.
But Queen didn't get big again until just recently. They released Bohemian Rhapsody on fucking...
Yeah, that movie, yeah.
They weren't that big as everybody playing. I mean, yeah, they did the live, that was like the biggest thing, but other than that, who would have ever recognized Queen?
Oh, I know.
Would you ever recognize Queen if, you know, they didn't have that Bohemian Rhapsody movie? I would not have.
Yeah, I know. And I did grow up on Queen, you know. I mean, there's some of my favorite songs out there. Like, I know We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions. I know that's their breakthrough song.
Yeah.
It's too overrated for me. Like, I can't really listen to that one because it's too overrated. I hear it so many times. But I'll listen to things like Killer Queen, You're My Best Friend, Fat Bottom Girls.
Fat Bottom Girls, that one's a good one. And the thing about it, I didn't even hear any of these fucking songs until I had watched the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow, where was this years ago? You know what I mean? I'm like, you would have did something in tribute to somebody. This should have been out a while back, and you know, Queen would have been pretty big to this day.
Exactly.
But I can't they waited too long, in my opinion.
That scene in the end where they did that big Live Aid, they copied that scene picture perfect.
Yeah, they copied that. But it was pretty nice. But
all the way down to like the Pepsi couple, the piano, they copied everything the way it actually was at the concert.
And now you have Adam Lambert from, I forgot what fucking group he's from. He's with Queen now.
That little fucker.
It's like, and he pretty much, I get it. Queen wants to come back strong, but with Adam Lambert, of all people, really? That's like putting fucking Guns N' Roses singer Axl and fucking AC/DC and fucking that whole band up.
I'm glad you clarified that because I was just literally thinking of that. I was getting ready to say Axl Rose.
Yeah, he fucked that whole shit up.
Oh my god,
AC/DC, man, he fucked that whole shit up, and that's why they don't even play no more.
Yeah, no, I think they got Brian Johnson back though. I know they kicked him out for a little bit.
I did hear he is coming back. I did hear he was coming back.
Yeah,
and I'm glad they got rid of Axl, but he had some kind of voice problem. That's why he left.
Yeah,
plus he was getting tired of shit. But I don't blame him. But you don't stick fucking Axl Rose and fucking AC/DC. That's a fucking crime. That's a fucking sin. Sarah.
I mean, it would have been interesting, but it wouldn't have even really fit. That's like, okay, Scott.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's
Mike,
like Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. When they put him in Velvet Revolver, and that was, Guns N' Roses, most of Guns N' Roses right there. Velvet Revolver.
Yeah, Velvet Revolver.
I loved the first album.
I got to admit, the first album was brilliant.
It was.
It was brilliant. Should have just stuck it with that.
Second album didn't hold up as well.
And the only reason why the band members didn't like Scott Weiland is because he had a drinking and pill problem, and that's why he's looking like the way he was in that fucking video.
Yep, and he died too from all that.
Yep. And you could tell when he was working with Art of Anarchy, he looked really bad shape.
He did.
I mean, you could see him moving, he wanted to dance, but he couldn't because he looked like he was in so much pain and shit. It was unbelievable.
Well, you can tell that from the music videos.
Well, yeah, the music video, that motherfucker was like a fucking 85 wet t-shirt, an easy 100-pound guy.
Yeah.
All the fucking drugs he was doing in fucking Velvet Revolver, easily 100 pounds.
Oh, I know.
Because he was so flexible, you're like, dude, how the fuck are you that damn skinny? I'm like, dude, you look like you're fucking like 14, 15 years old, that fucking skinny, dude.
Yeah.
There must have been some powerful shit he had, but then it looked like when you look at Art of Anarchy, he gained some weight back, but I think what really got him was the drinking problem.
Yeah, because I think it hit him pretty late there anyway. Like, I guess he was getting off the drugs, but like you said, he had a drinking problem.
Yeah, the drinking problem was a big one. I didn't even know he was even married at all. I know he got married a couple times, but I didn't know he got married again.
Scott Weiland, didn't even say anything about his marriages. He died in December 2015. He's been dead for almost 5 years.
Yeah, I know he was married and had one kid or something.
Yeah, Death and Impact. He was found dead on the tour bus December 3rd. Let's see. I'm trying to think of let's see. Although the medical examiner later determined it was an accidental overdose of cocaine, alcohol, and what the fuck is that word? That's a big fucking word, but it's basically MDA. Whatever MDA is. Oh, it's meth. It's some kind of form of meth.
Yeah.
Let me put that into Google Translate.
That's crazy. He did cocaine and meth and alcohol at the same time?
This is a big fucking letter. This is a big fucking word.
I gotta see this shit.
Let's see.
Methylene dioxyamphetamine.
Methylene
dioxyamphetamine.
Methylene dioxyamphetamine.
Methylene dioxyamphetamine.
Put that in the Discord. I want to read that shit. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know. Yeah.
Methylene dioxy. Yes. That's a methylene.
That's like oxycodone mixed in with fucking meth.
Yeah. The examiner's office.
I see oxy in there, so when there's oxy, that means oxycodone or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Mixed in with it. But it has to be looks like too.
I know. Let's see. The examiner's office also noticed some kind of cardiovascular disease, history of asthma, and prolonged substance abuse in the report.
Yeah, he definitely had a lot of substance abuse.
Yeah, easy. Damn. Let's see. Several other. Okay, they all pay tribute to him. Okay, they all pay tribute. I thought those were bands that he was in. So he was Stone Temple Pilots, Velvet Revolver, and Art of Anarchy. And that was like around a period of time, like within 3 years, we lost so many great musicians. You lost Scott Weiland, then followed Chris Cornell of.
But before that, you had the guy from Linkin Park.
Chester Bennington. That was the hardest hitting one. Now,
yeah, but here's the thing about that though. Linkin Park, yes, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but that's okay. I can deal with that. Linkin Park was the only good CD. Was the first one in my opinion. Yes, they had
that was the best. That was the breakthrough. Yeah.
Yeah, the breakthrough CD, but I mean, every other song it got too much techno bullshit. I didn't like that.
See,
it got too techno, and then it got too much of that anime bullshit a lot.
Yeah.
In a sense.
See, for
me, I didn't like that. I mean, there's something that, don't get me wrong, their songs are good.
Yeah.
but they got too much techno kind of bullshit in it. But the first CD was excellent.
It was.
No, hands down.
I actually have Hybrid Theory on album, on vinyl.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that was the breakthrough album, which was Hybrid Theory. I even had their underground stuff along with that, like stuff that was released, but I
fucking bullshit, and
yeah,
I never got into a whole bunch of Linkin Park. I liked a few of their songs, but I'm not a real huge fan of them.
See,
because it got too much. It went too much to hard rock to fucking too much pop.
See, I'll get to that in a second too, because I agree with you on that. So Hybrid Theory and their underground stuff that went along with it, I loved it. That was the breakthrough album for me in high school. Like when I remember when I got that album, I didn't even know who they were. I heard their song Paper Cut through my Uncle James. This was back when him and I were making mixed CDs and shit, and I went to my grandmother's house. Then we went to visit my grandparents one weekend, and he had his stereo blaring. You know, he listened to music in the bedroom, and that song came on, and I was like, "Who's that?" And he told me who it was. I was like, "Damn!" And I had to remember that name because I loved that. I fell in love with that song, and the first time I got, I received a paycheck back in high school, I went out to Walmart and I bought Hybrid Theory. And then it was on a school night. So the night before school, I laid in bed, I popped it in my CD player, put my headphones on. I listened to it. The album is like 36 minutes long, but it was that good. I listened to every single song and I loved every single bit of it. Every song on there was my favorite song from that band. And then when
we get down
the
to
next
like
one,
2004, 5, 6, it just got too much pop into it, man. And that's the killer of it. You get too much pop into it, you really don't want to touch it, really, because it's like, Because us older generation folks were like, we're into more heavy rock.
Yeah.
If you don't got that good beat, man, you might as well forget it.
Now, when they got into Meteora back in 2003, that was another album I loved to death. It had the same feeling that Hybrid Theory had. It was a little bit more down to it. It was a little bit more softer in tone for some songs, except for like the song Faint. I think Faint was a heavy one on there. Don't Stay, Hit the Floor, Lying From You. It has some softer stuff on there, but it was a little bit more downtone, but it was still pretty good. Like even their instrumental song Session, which was used in The Matrix Reloaded. And that album alone, I was like, this is just art. I love Linkin Park regardless. Then 2000,
they're good. They're a good band, but like I said, though, it got too poppy.
Well, here's where it starts going downhill a little bit for me now. Minutes to Midnight, when that came out, that was more of a hard rock sound. I mean, I liked it. This album was actually produced by Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin was responsible for Metallica's Death Magnetic. So songs like Giving Up, Bleed It Out, What I've Done, No More Sorrow. There's maybe 7 songs on Minutes to Midnight that I love, and they're all hard rock, and they were pretty good. And I bought that album. It was in 2007 when it came out. I remember that because that same month, my grandmother passed away, and I was listening to that album. I was listening to the soundtrack for Transformers and a bunch of other things too. So that was an album that was kind of, in a sense to my heart, because like I said, that year I lost my grandmother. I was transitioning jobs at that time, so it was something for me. Now here's where it starts going downhill a little bit. Another Rick Rubin produced album, 1,000 Suns. This is where it starts going downhill for Linkin Park. Now, granted, there are 4 songs on this album I do like. I actually do like because it's more of a Mike Shinoda thing, and I love his rapping, especially like when he had that album with his side project Fort Minor. When it comes to an MC, with him rapping, I love him. So you had songs like Waiting for the End, Wretches and Kings, What is this? Iridescence, the Catalyst, Wisdom, Justice, and Love. Those are the only songs I love off that album. The rest of it is just like, okay, this is a little bit more too experimental. Then you got Living Things. This is where it is downhill. Like, the only song that I could tolerate was Burn It Down. But this is where it started getting a little bit more electro, you know, kind of like...
And that turns people's heads, man, when you get to that.
Because this is where you had bands like Skrillex at the time. Who the fuck was
No, Skrillex with Korn was a good one.
Yeah.
If you listen to Narcissic Cannibal or whatever the fuck it's called, that's actually not a bad fucking song. But Korn played a good role in that one. Now, that I say with Skrillex in it was good, but Linkin Park should have just stuck with the Hybrid Theory beat all the way through. Yes, they have, like I said, there's a couple. What's that?
Well, all right. First, all right. The one last album that I listened to was the Hunting Party. This one they tried saying was their heaviest album, which had songs like "Guilty All the Same," "Keys to the Kingdom," "Wasteland." I'm like, it wasn't that heavy. Like, it was trying to be another Minutes to Midnight in a way, but it was too poppy. It was pushing the pop sound. And I could not get with it. Now, this one I haven't heard of. I'm surprised I'm seeing it on here. It came out in 2017. This was before he died. This is One More Light. I didn't know they did this one. This only has 10 songs on it.
There's not a lot of albums out there, but the thing about it is that after Hybrid, which was the #1 album.
Oh, no wonder I didn't hear about this. This one was the lowest graded album right here. Holy shit. 6 out of 10, B+, 1 out of 5 stars, D+. Classic Rock Magazine gave it a 1 star. God damn.
But I mean, shit, man. I mean, hell, 3 Days Grace, they've always had always the greatest fucking. And what's that? Remember that blue orgy? Blue Monday.
Yeah, they actually, I think they just came out of an album not too long ago. I know you're talking about, because they had.
And guess who had fucking coronavirus?
Really?
No, guess who did?
The band?
Rammstein singer.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah, Till Lindemann. They thought he had it. He tested. He thought he had it, but he doesn't have it. I read up on it. Yeah,
that's another good band too. If you want to really listen to some good shit, even
Rammstein,
Rammstein's that was another fucking big band in the U.S. too, back in 2002, 2003.
Well, they're German. That's where they originate from. German.
Their album sold. Their first album sold like fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
Can't tell me that they didn't, even though it's a German band. That I think was the first band from Germany to hit the fucking States, if I remember correctly. Because I know AC/DC was a British band, but a lot of Brits, but not German or anything like that.
Okay, so with Orgy, the last thing that came out was an EP called Talk Sick. That was back in 2015. I can't pull up anything on that. I have their 3 albums. Candy Ass, which was the one that turned me on to them. Because that had the New Order cover, Blue Monday, on it. So
yeah, Blue Monday.
It was Candy Ass
Feel.
and Vapor Transmission, which was their second album. That one, I listened to every single song off of that one. Like, that was another underground favorite of mine was Orgy.
Mm-hmm.
There was just so many good bands. God damn.
Yeah, back in the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, there were some good ones. But when you get up to nowadays, it's like
everything is just too poppy. Even some of the bands today are trying to get into poppy sound too. Like, I can't keep up with it. Like, the only good ones out there that still try to keep that hard rock sound, like right now, was Slipknot.
Slipknot's Corey Taylor.
Yep.
He's got a lot of fucking albums, dude.
Oh, he believes in rock and roll. He believes rock and roll will never die, and I'm with him. I love Corey Taylor.
As long as God smacks around, I'm okay.
Like,
you know,
the Unsainted, with Slipknot, their newest album. That was phenomenal, and I love Slipknot. I love Stone Sour. Corey Taylor, he's an amazing musician.
I used to have that fucking CD.
He's an amazing musician. You know, like he does everything. He's got books out. He's a comedian. Like he does. I've listened to his comedian work. Like he's a funny fucking guy.
I remember that one fucking he did the fucking SpongeBob shit. That was hilarious.
Oh my god!
Hey, lady!
I even have the video downloaded where he was in Baltimore one year, and he was doing an unplugged session, acoustic session, and he started playing Snuff, and he was like, "Who's R&R, Tim?" I forgot who that was. But yeah, he was doing Snuff, and he was like, "This is for you, Paul." This is right after Paul Gray died, and right by the end, like Corey was in tears, and the entire crowd was applauding him. Like that's how hard it hit him. I'm like that would hit me hard too. You know, like you lost, and that's how he put it, as he lost a true brother. He loved Paul Gray to death. Yeah, they all love Paul. Because Paul died of, I think it was it was an accidental overdose. And that was
Live. Remember that old band back in the 90s?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Rock and Roll Tim. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, fucking rock and roll, dude. You've been talking rock and roll about for an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's having fun.
but no, live. You haven't heard anything about them in a long time. And, hey, okay, let's get back to some of the 90s bands, Mike. Like, let's talk about Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, man.
They were great in the 90s. What in the flying fuck happened to them now?
I still can't keep up with that band. Like, how many band changes?
I mean, come on, dude. You look like you're on fucking Hippieville with that shit. Get back to your 90s shit. That was good.
Let's
like
see.
Fucking, Running Away from Home. Run away from home. Angels. No. Fuck.
This is interesting. They were around since 1983.
Yeah, they were around for a long time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, never heard any of their 80s shit, but the 90s shit's more popular.
Yeah, I know. The list of...
Give me a break,
oh my God.
Now.
How many fucking members do they have? Holy sh... They had a lot of past members. God damn.
Wow, really? Well, most of them are druggy, man. What do you expect? He's a big fucking druggie.
One of them that I knew of was Dave Navarro. He played from 93 to 98. That was one that I knew that was past. I couldn't even keep up to date because I was seeing all these fucking people join the band. Like, okay.
Well, fucking Flea's one of the original members. That's pretty much it.
Who is it? Flea?
Flea and fucking the lead singer are probably about the only two original members.
Anthony's Kiedis, yeah. Yeah, Anthony Kiedis.
You know damn well he's on some fucking crack. Holy shit, if you don't know who he is, and you don't got some problems.
Chad Smith, he was with them since 98. Not 98, 88. You know, there's a video out there. You should look it up. It's a drum battle between Chad Smith and Will Ferrell. It's fucking hilarious. Because there was a thing going around where people were saying Will Ferrell looks like the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No shit.
It was hilarious.
You know what's funny? I think the guy from the drummer from Seether looked like the guy from fucking Shinedown at one point. I had to look at
never know.
I was like, no, it's not that. But I didn't know Seether only had 3 band members.
Yeah.
Same
thing. A lot of bands are. They usually just hire a 4th person for the music videos and when they go on tour.
Yeah, and that's amazing how they do that. I love to see Seether in concert, how they really are.
Oh, yeah. Another concert I was grateful to see, this was down at the Fillmore, the same year we went and saw Godsmack, was Theory of a Dead Man.
I heard they're really good.
They are. I'm like...
They were actually in Alabama not long ago, and I should have went and bought tickets and seen that shit.
Yeah, this is when their album, Medicate, came out.
Medicate, yeah.
And it was me and Gloria at the time, you know, because she loved the band, and we went to the Fillmore. So we went in, and the tickets she got were standing only. So we were like up close to the stage if we wanted to. We were like literally up right there at the stage. And we go in. It's a small venue. You got the purchase table right there in front. So she got a shirt. I was going to get a shirt. And I looked down and I seen their album on vinyl record. And I was like, how much for the vinyl? And they said $30. So I was like, you know what? All right, she got the shirt and I got the vinyl record, and I still have it, and it has all 4 of their signatures on the album cover.
Oh, nice.
And I got that, and I forgot what band opened up for them. And it was some female-fronted band. I can't remember the name of it. It's something I wouldn't really bother listening to, really, because I didn't care for
Garbage
them.
was a pretty good fucking band, too.
Yeah, Garbage was pretty good, yeah.
Paranoid, and then they had the other one, Kiss Me, Kill Me Anyway. There's that one, and then there's the...
Can you imagine listening to them and somebody asks you, what you listening to? Garbage.
Yeah.
About Courtney
I
Love.
think she had an album not long ago also, if I remember correctly, unless she's done.
I think I did hear something from Garbage recently. Hold on. I think I did. They're still active. Let me see.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't hear them a whole lot, but they're older shit.
All right, they came out with an album back in 2016.
Yeah.
4 out of 5, 7 out of 10. Okay, that was pretty good. Let's see, are they doing anything? Let's see, as of 2018, the band released a 20th anniversary edition of their second album, version 4.0. Garbage is also working on a new studio album, which, according to Shirley Manson, is due for a 2020 release.
Yep, that's what it is.
So they got that one coming out. Shit, how about Hole? Was anybody in the Hole? Courtney Love? Of course not, because of fucking Kurt Cobain.
I'll tell you what, if Kurt, okay, let's talk about Kurt Cobain for just a moment.
Yeah.
How would you think he'd be doing in 2020?
I don't know if he would be killing himself.
No, I'm talking about his music. If he was playing music to 2020, how good do you think he'd be? Think he'd still be on the top 10?
That's hard to say. I mean, we're talking about a guy who pretty much
started back in the 90s. Back in the 90s now.
Who pretty much
fucking great albums and all that shit for a while.
Yeah, you're talking about a guy who pretty much kickstarted the whole grunge era.
Yeah.
Like, he was responsible for grunge, and that was amazing. You had great bands come out, like,
I mean, now you got Foo Fighters, which is pretty much...
Who would have thought that Dave Grohl, the singer for Foo Fighters, is a drummer for Nirvana?
I kind of figured that, but here's the thing. Okay? After Nirvana split... Well, technically, they really didn't split. The bass player and Dave Grohl, whatever his name.
Well, the bass player, I think he's a politician in Washington State. I think.
No, who knows? But the thing about it is, though, when Foo Fighters became out, okay, they were great, fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, Dave. If there's a time and a place, you just need to stop. Like, your shit's getting not that great now.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, went up to at least the 2010s, fine, stop there. You've played since 91 or earlier. Just stop, dude.
he's been done to death, really.
He's done. I mean, it's great. He likes to have little kids up on stage and play guitars, let you know how to play guitar with them. It's great and all, and concert-wise, but just stop making albums, dude. It's like you're done.
Yeah, he's pretty much been played out.
You know, yeah, he's washed up. Just like fucking Guns N' Roses.
Mm-hmm.
Great, you had a lot of good albums back in the 90s. Then you had to go jump to AC/DC and fuck their shit up. Now you had to hire back the old fucking singer. And then, I mean, God bless it, man. Some of these singers just need to fucking stop.
Well, that's like back in what year was it? It was back when Metallica did their self-titled album, and that's around the time when James had his pyro accident, where he almost burnt his whole arm off, and they had to cut the show short. So they were trying to get Guns N' Roses out there to play,
Oh yeah, and they didn't show up, and that whole
I think Axel came out and said we're not playing, good night or something, and then he just walked off stage.
Yeah, wasn't there a show also that what was that show back in the day? That was a biker bar. That was a big fucking thing, and they're playing Axl Rose and all that shit across from their fucking saloon. Oh my! Remember that show? They only had a couple seasons of it, and then they had to cancel it because their shit got burnt down.
I can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, though, right? It was in early 2000.
I'm trying to think.
It was a biker joint. The guy was a biker. It was like a bunch of bikers and all that shit, but it was actually a big old saloon where the chef, oh fuck, man.
I don't think I've seen it, not unless it's something like the Man Show or something.
No, not the Man Show. Tim, help me out, dude. Hold on, let me look at it.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's something out in Colorado. It was either Colorado or Nevada. I knew it was that. Hold on, let me look.
I know I missed that metal show that was on VH1. They took that off. God damn it. That was a good fucking show.
I remember VH1 and all that shit. MTV used to be nothing but metal shit. Now they got
I know. You got fucking baby daddies, baby mommies and shit, you know. Who's your baby daddy kind of show? Stupid stuff like that. Like, bring back fucking music, you know? It just blows my mind where fucking VH1 and MTV went now. I can't believe it.
It's not the Rocky Flats, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I remember them myself. While you're looking that up. So I got a list of the top 10 best grunge bands of all time. And of course...
Oh, the Full Throttle Saloon. That's what it is.
I've heard of that. I've never seen it. I heard of it.
Yeah, I've seen that. Full Throttle Saloon. It was burnt down, and it was actually... the Traveler that was built itself as the world's biggest biker bar was destroyed by fire early Tuesday morning. The Full Throttle Saloon, that was what I'm talking about. South Dakota. My bad. I thought it was Colorado. In 2015.
Okay.
And that's where Guns N' Roses canceled out that fucking concert in South Dakota.
Wow. See, they had good music. You know, Appetite for Destruction, the Spaghetti Incident. They had good music. It's just Axl was too much up his ass. You know, he was a guy that didn't believe his shit stunk. That kind of thing. You know, like he.
And also, it was also reported about that shit in whatchamacallit by who was the other guy?
Slash.
Slash even said the same thing.
Yep. And like he had a good voice. I mean, don't get me wrong. He had a good singing voice. He was the voice of Guns N' Roses, but you know, with the way he did things and shit, and then of course came that 2007 or 2008 tragedy, which was Chinese Democracy. Oh my God! Like, how many years was Chinese Democracy in production? And unfortunately, I bought the fucking album, and there was only 2 songs that I care for on it too. I think
should have went to Napster.
Yeah. I couldn't believe like the album wasn't that great. It was like you were waiting like what, almost 20 years for 15. It was like 15 years. No, it was 13. I'm sorry, it was 13 years you were waiting for Chinese Democracy. It came out. And it wasn't that great, and that was the last Guns N' Roses album you've had. Like their legacy, just leave it with Appetite for Destruction, Spaghetti Incident, you know, all those. You know, you're talking about Sweet Child of Mine, Paradise City, Civil War, Used to Love Her, all those songs back then. You know, that's what made the band, and then what killed the band was Axl. And that's what my buddy Keith years ago said, the same thing. He said the only good thing about that band was Slash. And you probably go back this far. I've never fully listened to him, but Slash had his thing called Slash's Snake Pit. He did, I forgot how many albums was that. Let me see. Slash, guitarist.
He did a lot of albums. He also did some for.
He did. He did. He had a lot of stuff. You got, let's see, Slash. He has solo albums. He did 3 with Miles Kennedy. Miles Kennedy was Alter Bridge's singer. He did 3 with them. He did 5 of them with Guns N' Roses. You got Appetite, you got GNR Lies, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, and Spaghetti Incident. You got, okay, there was 2 albums with Slash's Snake Pit. One came out in 95, the other one in 2000. And then you got Contraband and Libertad with Velvet Revolver in 2004 and 2007. So let's see, he had 4 studio albums, 3 live, 2 video albums, 10 music videos, 2 EPs, and 10 singles. But his solo albums with Miles Kennedy, that is gold rock and roll right there. Like,
we might do a part 2 of this, Mike. I think we're getting near the 3-hour mark.
Oh, we're almost 3.5 hours, yeah. But we'll pick up. Well, you know what, Tim?
Let's pick up part 2 next week.
Yeah, definitely. Tim, be here if you want to talk about music. Next week we'll talk about Miles Kennedy, Alter Bridge, and a whole bunch of others.
We're gonna talk about a whole bunch of other bands, man. Trust me, next week.
Oh, definitely. So yeah, if you got a lot of bands you want to talk about, Tim, bring them in. I gotta get ready to edit this for the YouTube and then put it up there and then get to bed. So, anyway, guys, thank you all for coming in and joining us tonight and listening. Thank you for being here. Sorry about the 20-minute baffle earlier. Next time, I'm running a commercial break. If I could take a shit.
But stay tuned for part 2 of music. We're going to talk a whole bunch of music next Tuned In Live. I'm having a great time here talking with Mike about some good bands and all that.
Hell yeah, it's fun. Definitely.
If you have any other bands you want us to recommend and all that, put them in Mike's Twitter.
Yeah, you got it. Follow us on Twitter at Arrow WAN 2020. Get a hold of Tom. Give him some love over at on Twitter as well at Tom Murphy 1018. I did hear some good news though from Tom. He's doing a lot better. He said by next week he should be here. He should be here for you, if not URC, through the doorway.
Oh yeah.
So Tom is definitely going to be here. Tim, we hope to see you as well. Guys, also follow us on Facebook.com/ErwinCoded for any updates on when our next streams are going to be. Stay tuned for URC this coming Sunday at 2 p.m. We're going to try to make it a little early. I think we're going to have a little guest too. If she's not working late, Melody may join us pretty soon.
I think I'm going to be absent for URC and let Tim take my place because I know he wouldn't do a lot of talking. So Tim, you better be there on time.
Yeah, get your talking cap on. You're going to be busy that day.
But I would just want to say one other thing. Thank you for everybody on the front line with the COVID-19 shit. Thank you a lot. You know, the nurses, police, military, EMS, and all those, even the postal workers and truckers. Thank you a lot again. And as always, from the Empire 495, rock on, baby.
Yep. And until next time, guys, keep fresh, rock on forever. We'll catch you on the flip. See you later.